Take a journey with me deep inside the rabbit hole. Wake up, my friends, there's some things that you have to know. Everything you ever thought you knew, it has to go. For instance, NASA is the world's largest magic show. 9/11 was a planned demolition and Sandy Hook was a scam. Come on, man, are you tripping? Content programming being crammed in your vision. Just take a step back and examine this prison. Turn on the news and they're trying to blind you. All they ever do is tell you lies and divide you. There's nowhere you can even hide, they'll find you. Illuminati, all-seeing eye right behind you. It's about time you find out we're being lied to. They're attempting to control the mind that's inside you. Hide you from the power that designed you. Does anybody have a problem with this? Well, I do. I want the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. They say they got it, but they're never coming up with proof. If you're looking, then they got you jumping through these hoops. The lies always continuing to rise and busting through the roof. I want the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. They say they got it, but they're never coming up with proof. If you're looking, then they got you jumping through these hoops. The lies always continuing to rise and busting through the roof. They're lying to us about everything. How can this be? I know I'm not crazy, and yet I'm questioning my sanity. I see what the Illuminati's doing to humanity. The truth is stranger than fiction. We're living in a fantasy. What I'm witnessing is unreal. It's a one-way battle for us cattle going uphill. If we don't stand and fight now, then no one will. Our children will never know freedom. It's a done deal. The future's not looking so promising. It's the poor who go to war while the rich keep on profiting. It's us that they're slaughtering and money that they're honoring. And soon it's gonna be the new world order that they're offering. It's mind-boggling how so many don't seem aware. And if they are, it's like they really just don't even care. Our world is broken and I'm hoping it can be repaired. But we'll have to fight for it, so just be prepared. I want the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. They say they got it, but they're never coming up with proof. If you're looking, then they got you jumping through these hoops. The lies always continuing to rise and busting through the roof. I want the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. They say they got it, but they're never coming up with proof. If you're looking, then they got you jumping through these hoops. The lies always continuing to rise and busting through the roof.
They got the politicians. Politicians are going to get to the idea that you have freedom of choice. You don't. You have no choice. You have owners. And they own all the big media companies, so they control just about all of the news and information you get to hear. They got you by the balls. They don't want a population of citizens capable of critical thinking.
Hello.
Did you get a chance to join my discussion to discover more truth? Outside, signs are out for all we know you. This dictionary is
Damn.
They run out of anecdotes, you know, and they just start making stuff up, you know, like that Neil Armstrong guy. Have you seen him on the talk shows? Neil Armstrong, the first man to walk the moon. What a fish story! Man, and just buying it. Mind controls major tom. Mind controls major tom. Make the brain dream of and show my soul. Mind controls major tom. Mind controls major tom. That is found as a tone of a song. This is mind control, the major tom. Before the human race. Now the existence of God is so far Spaceman made a world from here, but it's made in a Hollywood basement. Spaceman made a world from here, but it's made in a Hollywood basement. Spaceman made a world from here, but it's made in a Hollywood basement. Spaceman made a world from here, but it's made in a Hollywood basement. Have you ever dreamed of going up to outer space, or maybe meeting other beings from another place? Have you ever wondered what it's like on other planets? Then you watch a science show and come to believe you understand it. You feel empowered by the knowledge, and you feel enlightened. Listening to Bill Nye and Neil deGrasse Tyson, but then you wake up and you start to see the obvious. Life is just a lie, and this whole world ain't what we thought it was. NASA's missions to the moon were never completed. They just filled them in a room, and people believe it. I used to wonder what it's like to be an astronaut. Now when I see them acting, I can't help but to laugh a lot. They give us cartoons and they claim that we live on a ball, but it's flat and it's not moving or spinning at all. Why you lying to us, man? That's something that we want to know. After that, you're gonna have to pack up all your stuff and go. Spaceman made a world from here, but it's made in a Hollywood basement. Spaceman made a world from here, but it's made in a Hollywood basement. Spaceman made a world from here, but it's made in a Hollywood basement. Spaceman made a world from here, but it's made in a Hollywood basement. History has been rewritten by winners of wars. Jesuit order and SARS remain the core. They pulled the veil over our eyes, and it's time to awaken. To organize indoctrination, our minds have been taken. It's time we take our power back and we rescue our people. The Vatican and the bankers are like Resident Evil. They may have had the greatest plan that was ever concocted, but Illuminati never thought that they'd ever be spotted. They're manufacturing reality all in our heads. They tell us if the earth is flat, then we'll fall off the edge. But if it is a spinning ball, we won't fall off it then. And gravity is our imaginary magic friend. Why is water always flat when unmanipulated? Why are pictures of the earth computer generated? Why you lying to us, man? That's something that we want to know. After that, you're gonna have to pack up all your stuff and go. Spaceman made a world from here, but it's made in a Hollywood basement. Spaceman made a world from here, but it's made in a Hollywood basement. Spaceman made a world from here, but it's made in a Hollywood basement. Spaceman made a world from here, but it's made in a Hollywood basement. Spaceman made a world from here, but it's made in a Hollywood basement. Spaceman made a world from here, but it's made in a Hollywood basement. Spaceman made a world from here, but it's made in a Hollywood basement. Spaceman made a world from here, but it's made in a Hollywood basement.
Dear NASA, it's becoming 100% crystal clear that you and the other space programs that are in operation are connected and are deceiving the entire world. More and more people are waking up every single day, and we are now able to see going through. But what we really want to know is, why are you lying? Sincerely, me and the great people of the sun.
Spaceman made a world from here, but it's made in a Hollywood basement.
The captain thinks the world is round, see? But we all know it's a black, right? Of course it's black. Sure, I know the world is black.
Well, so do I. Everybody knows that.
I say that the world is flat. Someone else said it's round. That's where it was wrong. But we might also want to report on the scientific evidence that seems to support the notion that the world is flat. Check it out.
Now all my life I believed that we were on the phone, spending 1,000 miles per hour, and that's not all. We rotate around the sun all year long. Take a second, check myself, didn't even think if we were wrong. Thought we were 93 million miles away from the sun. Never questioned the curvature, assumed there always was one. I accepted the theory of gravity, giving me bat an eye. We look at nature, thought nothing of it, and went back inside. Believe their fake pictures and their spacemen actors. Went back to my corner with a propaganda factor. Well, the government was a lie. Fall back in line. I didn't think for myself, walk blindly. They didn't use my mind. Now I don't trust somebody that was worth it comes out of their mouth. I would go down to Antarctica and head down south. I hear they're planning to go to Mars. Do you believe it? When it comes to the truth, you can take it, hate it.
Sorry, not sorry. I'm in this anymore. Sorry, not sorry. I don't believe it's good anymore.
We're supposed to be back to the government and lose our power. Do you think they were trying to beat us and knock down those towers? It's sad to remember that tragedy as a day was choosing. It's the only people that benefit from it. Money was confusing. It's the one that loses country has a lot of money. Not a puppet giving speeches about policy, economy, all smoke and mirrors to hide a true agenda in the system. Those who are awake will understand what's going. So listen, from the assassinated JFK all the way to Saddam Hussein. If you complain about no chemical weapons, they'll say USA. Now without Hillary, but God is really not hard to see who rules this country. Something from the Jews or Illuminati, something in national makers or something Freemason. Your white will say so they'll laugh at the problem you they see. When you need to wake up, there's surely a peace in the night. Lock the doors in your mind, guard them, and get ready to fight.
A child's happiness is priceless, especially on a birthday.
A child's happiness is priceless, especially on a birthday.
A child's happiness is priceless, especially on a birthday.
A child's happiness is priceless, especially on a birthday.
Well, child's happiness is priceless, right?
Snap the fuck out of your dress. Turn off your television. Pull up your shit is about to get enhanced. Music's about to begin. You better get ready to dance. Snap the fuck out of your dream. Don't believe a goddamn thing you see on that screen. Shit is way beyond obscene. Warriors are gathering, getting ready to buffoons watching this shit thinking it's real when it was just a cartoon. All that shit collapses right in front of your face. The moment you cannot see the stars from outer space. I will have any astronauts far ahead grinning when I ask why there's not a solitary star dreaming. Man lands on the moon. What the fuck you thinking? Who the fuck you think you're fooling? What the fuck have you been drinking? No wonder why you're scared to put your hand to God. Not a single speck of moon dust on your landing pod. There's not a bigger bullshit fairy tale that you could cobble. You forgot the bird crater underneath the lunar module. The fuck out of your trance. Turn off your television. Pull up your motherfucking pants. Shit is about to get enhanced. The music's about to begin. You better get ready to dance. Snap the fuck out of your dream. Don't believe a goddamn thing you see on that screen. Shit is way beyond obscene. Warriors are gathering, getting ready to intervene. Other living people who lie to you about their lunar landing. Giving the whole planet a uber misunderstanding. Servicey clowns nervously frown when you point out the computer-generated image of Earth that is perfectly round. Research that we found all of these anomalies. When you put them together as comedy, the exaggerated nervy yacht using a fisheye lens just to fabricate the curvature. These so-called astronauts don't know what's pieces. You can see they don't make the light on their freer-side faces. They are light years from logical. Is it oblate? Is it pear-shaped? It's absolutely comical. They can't seem to make up their mind. They thinking you're blind. You know what they are. I might as well entertain one more time. Snap the fuck out of your trance. Turn off your television. Pull up your motherfucking pants. Shit is about to get enhanced. The music's about to begin. You better get ready to dance. Snap the fuck out of your dream. Don't believe a goddamn thing you see on that screen. Shit is way beyond obscene. Warriors are gathering, getting ready to intervene. Or is it real? If you're looking for the truth, you'll be found. Is it a sphere? Do you really think the answer is not here?
And once you go flat, there's no going back. Once you've seen the evidence, once you know that the other side, like you said, people believe that I'm a spinning ball. They don't believe I'm on a flat motionless plane. I'm aware that I'm on a flat motionless plane. I've seen the evidence. I've debunked all these proven proofs I was taught in school that I'm on a spinning ball. So it's not a belief-based thing. It's an evidence-based thing. They claim that they're doing science with a capital S at NASA, but they're really doing capital P pseudo-science and indoctrinating and giving to them a bunch of excuses like perspective rays to tell you why the sun is clearly just above the clouds and not 93 million miles away. They tell you they're sitting back and it's 22.5 degrees to explain why you can see Polaris. They say it's pear-shaped to explain the solar complex. You know, they'll give you excuse after excuse as long as you're able to listen to these liars. They'll keep lying to you, just like any liar.
Snap the fuck out of your trance. Turn off your television. Pull up your motherfucking pants. Shit is about to get enhanced. The music's about to begin. You better get ready to dance. Snap the fuck out of your dream. Don't believe a goddamn thing you see on that screen. Shit is way beyond obscene. Warriors are gathering, getting ready to intervene.
Further back to get told them.
Basic trust gas, videos of making all the tactics fly. They'll do anything to cut the ties we have with God. That shows there's no insurance on. Okay, right. It's us. That's the first one that was color. During those weather observations. So this location to from. Weird flash.
All right, you know what? Instead of playing some music, I think I'm gonna restream what happened on Saturday at the Salton Sea. Paul on the plane actually helped us cover it. Like everyone knows, I wasn't able to make it out there, but all these people were, which is awesome. I wish I could have been out there with them.
Okay, let's get going. Woo! I can't whistle. Bring it in. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Go down the live stream. There. We do. Nathan. No, we get our tailgate down. So welcome everybody to the first superhero team up with Flat Reality Earth Explorer and Mr. Trying to Survive for Christmas. Oh, you do his drone over there. All right. So today, you guys all are Flat Reality Earth Explorers. All right. All right. This started this time last. So that was last Wednesday. Yeah. Yeah, that's when Nat Geo and IAG were out here at this very spot, trying to send some weather balloons up in the air, and they said they couldn't find them. We found them here on the road, which is at least 10 feet under the curve. So, 10 miles that way. Yeah. So you go to Flat Reality Earth Explorer for all the details on that. If you have, I encourage you all to get to know each other and ask what your stories are, what your goals are for the day, and to help support each other. There's this guest log sign in, so I encourage everyone to sign that as well. Let me go ahead and explain what this first observation is going to be like, what the day is going to look like. So each location has a production binder, right? Inside the production binder is a cheat sheet where it has the first column talks about what the observation is. The second column
It's like a from to column. So if you're here at 3 and you're looking over to the North Shore.
Okay.
Just like
And the thing is, we have 5 because like AAA only covers. Yeah, no, it's not like it is. We'll cut to a place where we're about 100 yards. You get stuck, I got this. Let's find out. Well, I know they're over here on the satellite.
And follow that south till you hit the 8. It's
Okay, that's what I meant to talk to you. Are you anywhere by the short tower right now?
I may be between the salt tower and the short tower.
Oh, you already left. Okay.
I mean,
How is this?
I'm trying to find a different way down.
Yeah, you know what? I think I'm just gonna have to wait until they actually come out, or just get a hold of the footage that they were able to get. Because watching it through pulling the plane stream, it's too choppy, it's too windy, it's too. Yeah. It's too hard to watch. Let's go back to the music.
This is the resistance and I'm not giving in. Breaking the paradigm everybody's living in. No more skinning on a ball, that shit was just pretend. And I'm not gonna say it is just for the sake of fitting in. The truth is different to people because illusions vary. The truth is hidden, the truth is missing, the truth is buried. The truth is beautiful, the truth is ugly, the truth is scary. That's why telling the truth is revolutionary. The truth is something that these people just will not provide. That's why they gotta keep people completely occupied. Now our food and our fruits and veggies are modified. And that's what happens when common sense is just not applied. They govern their minds, that's why it's called governmental. Everything that comes out of their mouth is utter dribble. And we just sit here every day, it's always uneventful. That's why I'm out here causing ruckus, man, that's what I'm into. Forever I'm defiant, remaining uncompliant. No, I'm not staying quiet, never remaining silent. Doing everything that I can just to create a riot. I'll find the truth and I'll do whatever it takes to find it. You have to be asleep to have the American dream. There's bloodlines and they seem to think there's a supreme. Democrats and Republicans are sharing the scene. It's no different than the WWE. Everybody's an actor and the world is a stage. We're just some slaves, never knowing the world is a cage. They got us worrying about chasing fortune and fame. They train us to ignore these things and it's more than just strange. But I won't do this anymore, man, I'm taking control. If you don't do it for yourself, no one's saving your soul. It's better that you make it home than they'll make it to home. Ripping and tearing and twisting and taking it slow. I've never been the type of guy that would tolerate ghouls. They try to take us and brainwash us in all of these schools. They're lying to us every day while we're watching the news. But I refuse to lose and no, I won't follow the rules. Forever I'm defiant, remaining uncompliant. No, I'm not staying quiet, never remaining silent. Doing everything that I can just to create a riot. I'll make the truth and I'll do whatever it takes to fight it.
Hey, what's up, Lee?
Right, mate. How you doing?
I'm good, mate. How you doing?
Yeah. Chilling, usual.
Enjoying the music?
Yeah, I love ODD. I love his music. I think it's cool.
Yeah, I like how when I'm in my car and I'm playing it, I like the people that are in my car don't recognize it at first as like truther music until they start listening to it and they're like, wait, what did he just say?
Yeah, it's the best, isn't it? Really, that's the best thing. Especially you being an Uber driver. Yeah, you're like, what? Wait, what?
Yeah.
But you just like look in your rearview mirror and just like see the look on the faces. It's like, yeah, quite
Oh,
funny.
dude, I gave a ride to a guy last night that I may have another like opportunity for work because he works for a like a good sized dispensary, right?
Yeah.
And he's like, yeah, we're constantly always hiring drivers. And I was like, really? I've been wondering how to get into doing that.
Yeah.
And
That's the sort of job I would really love, a driving job, because I love driving.
yeah, I would just be literally driving around delivering marijuana to people.
That's so cool.
So like I told him, I'm like, dude, I'm down. You know, like I'm down to do that. It sounds like a lot of fun.
Yeah, give me a
especially
car.
if I could stay right here in like my general area.
Yeah, especially, yeah.
I would be so down to do that, man. Oh, it's almost 10 o'clock in the morning already. Holy shit. Where's the day going already, Lee?
Well, no. What time are you on at minute?
It's almost, I got 20 minutes till it's 10 o'clock now.
Yeah, well, it's like 20 to 5 here now. It's like crazy. Crazy, grey, overcast. Looks like it's going to piss it down, but it hasn't yet. But it looks like it's going to. And later on, me and my brother have planned to drive over to Blackpool, just because it's like by the coast. So I just love being by the sea. So we're planning to drive to Blackpool later on. So that'd be cool. But disappointingly, it'll be dark by the time we get there.
How far is Blackpool from you, though?
About 60 miles, 70 miles ish. So it takes about 45 minutes. Can get there in 45 minutes. Ooh.
So wait, 60 miles or so. It should only take you like an hour to get there.
Yeah, it don't take long at all. I mean, it depends on the traffic on the motorway, but you know, sometimes it you can get there quicker than what you really should do, and you think, oh, we're here already. You know, depending on how much you put your foot down as well. But yeah, yeah. I mean, I won't be driving. I'll let my brother drive. I'll let him drive tonight.
You know what? I've really calmed down with my driving since I started driving a freaking Prius, just because I learned through driving the Prius that you get so much better gas mileage depending on how you drive, you know?
Oh yeah, of course.
Like, I
Yeah.
mean, it's no joke that people that have a lead foot and as soon as they get in, they stomp that gas and they fucking rev the engine to get it up to speed. Like, those people are getting horribly ridiculous gas mileage when they just need to chill a little bit and they can get a lot better of a range.
Yeah. Oh, you can. Yeah, there's ways of doing that. Yeah, definitely. I've noticed that. Like, why is my petrol disappearing so much? It's like, oh, because I'm being really heavy-footed on the on the pedal. You know, you think, all right, okay, just let it off a little bit. Yeah.
Yep. Give me one sec. I gotta pull my car into the driveway. They have this street sweeper that comes through here on like every other Friday.
All right.
And it's a pain in the ass because I always forget which Friday it's gonna be. And then I'll screw up and I'll accidentally leave my car there in the street. Come out in the morning on Friday morning and have a freaking ticket.
Well, you actually get a ticket because your car's been left on the street.
If it's on a day where they have the street sweeping, yep. Although it's kind of funny because I don't think I've ever paid one of those tickets.
So we have
in all actuality, only a police officer can actually give you a ticket.
Yeah. Yeah. It's like we have in England, like traffic wardens that walk around. You know, if you're parking in the wrong place, if you parked in a disabled place, or you're parking on like double yellow lines, or you know where you shouldn't be parking, where it says that it's a sign saying no parking, like traffic wardens can put a ticket on your car. But yeah, I mean, we have like street sweepers, like road sweepers, and they just sort of go in and out of where the cars aren't, you know, where the cars are not parked. They just sort of go in and then just like sweep around the cars. So
Yeah, over here they make you basically have the street completely like cleared out so that they have a straight shot, an easier way of just sweeping the street.
yeah, yeah,
No weaving in and out of parked cars because
yeah. That's what they do over here in England. It's crazy, and you can see where they've gone round them. Like,
yeah, because you can see where like the brushes and the water and
brushes.
stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Yes, it's going like in and then out. It's like snaking round the cars, and then if a car sort of like moves after it's been, you can see where a car's been parked. So it's like, oh well, there's a car there, and there was a car there, and it's gone round it. You know, yeah, it's crazy. And they're like left-hand drive as well. Them street sweepers we have because we drive on the right, like right hand, like right side of the car. Like you're on the left-hand drive, aren't you? In America.
Yeah, we
Yeah,
drive.
so we're on the like right side of the car. It's like the street sweepers are like left-handed, like left like sided drivers. It's funny.
Yep, that makes a
Yeah,
whole lot of sense.
yeah,
Yeah, actually, it's like ours, how they're on the left. Our street sweepers are on the left, so that way they're right
Yeah.
by the curb, they can see what they're doing.
mm.
Like, hey, with your mailman, with your postman, does he also drive on the left side of his vehicle? Like, because our post office guys, they drive around and they drive pretty much standing up on the right hand of their car.
No, no, they're all just normal right hand drive.
Oh, that kind of sucks for them. Being over in England, that means that they have to like either reach over the whole seat or actually get
Oh
out.
no, no, no! You see, in England, they actually come to your door and they actually post your parcels and your post. It actually comes through the letterbox in your door. So they come round in their vans. They will park a van up, and then they will get out of the
And
car
then
with
they
the
just
van.
walk the rest of the route, like they
Yeah, they
walk
just
the
walk.
street.
Yeah, they walk the
They,
streets and go into individual like gardens and go up to the door and yeah, actually post it through your letterbox in the door.
Every house is like that.
hey Lee, every house is like that. Like
Yeah,
you
every house is like that. Yeah, we don't have like mailboxes.
yeah,
Like
they don't have mailboxes
yeah,
at all. Wow,
no, no, it's crazy. Yeah, you actually walk around and post it through your letterbox. So it comes through your door.
that's that's cool to know actually, because
Well, no, because down at my mom's house, it's the same way. They get out and they walk, but they still have all their cars are still, you know, all post office drivers
yeah,
still drive on the right hand side, even though they get out. You know,
Yeah,
yeah.
it's, yeah,
Post office drivers would have no problem driving in England, I don't think.
except for the fact that they'd be on the wrong side of the road.
True.
exactly. Yeah, that's it. Yeah,
The turns
yeah,
would get them.
Yeah, well, because I mean, here for us, you really don't have to. It's the right hand turns that if they're clear, you go. Where over there for you guys, it'd be the left hand turns.
yeah.
Over here, you don't want to be making left-hand turns in front of anybody, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know that. I mean, if I come to America and like hired a car, I'd be screwed. I'd be like, "What the fuck's going on here?" I'd
Yeah,
just be
you'd be better
stuck.
off wearing a blindfold.
Yeah, I'd just be stuck at a junction if I needed to turn like left. I'd be like, "What the fuck? Shit!" There's like all these cars coming towards me. It'd be like, "Fucking hell!" Close your eyes and hope for the best.
Oh, wait, hey, in England, do you guys have a lot of like one-way streets at all?
Yeah, yeah. There's a lot of one-way systems. Yeah.
Okay, so at least you'd be used to that because I hate driving in the city because of how many one-way streets there are.
Hmm.
Like you go to like you miss a turn or something like that, and you go to turn around, and the next like three streets are one way going the way that you don't need to go, you know?
Oh, yeah. That happened to me, right? I was going down to London, but I got on the train from Manchester. So I drove to Manchester, found this car parking place, like a multi-story car parking place. I parked up, walked across to the train station. When I came back off the train back to Manchester, it was like a Saturday night, and it must have been about 12 o'clock midnight when I got back. So everyone's out partying around Manchester. There's loads of people about. I pulled out of this multi-story car park, and it was a one-way system. I ended up going round and round in fucking circles because I couldn't find where I was supposed to get out of it. We're like, what the fuck? I need to turn that way. So I ended up doing like a U-turn in the fucking road or something like to try and get on the other side. It's like, what the fuck? Shit. It's going round. I've been this way before. Wait a minute. It's just like take a right and you follow in these signs, you take another right and then oh, it's another right. Oh, wait a minute, I need to be going that way, but how do I get round it? Like, oh God, it was a nightmare trying to get my way back home. Oh, it took me longer to get home than what it did the train journey from Manchester to London. Like, what the fuck?
Dude, that happened to me in downtown San Diego here in California one time. I was with a group of guys. It was a baseball tournament, right?
Yeah.
And for dinner one night, we all decided to go out to a restaurant. We get done at the restaurant and we can't. We did not remember where the hell our car was.
Oh no.
Uh, and so, like, we were walking around and these, like, this car full of girls just pulls up and goes, are you guys okay? Like, what's going on? Are you guys all right? And we're like, yeah, we're looking for our car. We don't remember where we put it.
Yeah. It's like when you're in a big, it's like when you park in a big parking lot and it's like, shit, where do we leave the car?
Yeah, dude, these girls drove us around for like over an hour looking for our car. And it took so long because we kept turning down like one-way streets, you know? It was freaking nuts. Like everywhere you wanted to go, you had to make a box in the opposite direction to swing back around, past where you needed to go so that you could get on the one-way street down farther to come up where you need to be. Like it's ridiculous.
Yeah. It's like, what the fuck? Yeah. But then the street signs don't help though, do they? The actual signs. They don't help you whatsoever. No, it's like, what the fuck? Oh, where did you go?
Nope, the street signs don't help at all, man. They don't help at all.
What's going on here? You keep jumping from one Uber to another Uber. It's like, what? What? If you just, obviously, I know you've just been out, so you've come back inside, so you're now back on your computer. It's like, has he gone? What, he's jumping out? What's going on here?
I'll usually let you all know if I'm gonna be jumping up for any significant time, you know.
Oh yeah, no, yeah, but it's just like it just went doodle boop, you know.
Oh wow! I really need to clean my computer. The little fan in front of my computer that runs the air through.
Oh yeah.
There's a bunch of cat hair on it that I need to clear out.
Hey, that cat is cute.
Yeah, that was when she was a baby.
It's so cute, that cat. I've seen her, like your other picture where she's a lot bigger, but yeah, that's such a cute. Yeah.
Yeah, I took this picture that's up on my screen now. I took that like 3 or 4 days after I got her. Well, and I actually didn't get her. I didn't want a cat. It wasn't my cat, dude.
All right.
Like almost 10 years ago, like I was living with my mom and she comes home with a cat, like a little kitten that she got from the neighbor. And she goes, she's like, look at my little kitten. And I'm like, oh, cool. And like the next morning she had to go to work. And I mean, I was disabled and I wasn't working at the time at all. So I was at home and she goes, hey, can you keep an eye on the cat for me? Yeah, sure. No worries. Cat never left my room after that. Never left my side. Never wanted to leave me.
Yeah.
So yeah, she became mine.
Yeah. It's like your little friend. It's always it's like when dogs when they follow you around, you know, from room to room. But a cat, it's the same with a cat, innit? They do.
Dude, most animals, unless they're like kind of chained up like they're a prisoner or you know what I mean? Like they kind of choose their owners if they want, you know? Like even if you think you own a dog, right? Like if it doesn't think the same way, good luck with that dog.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Like yeah, no matter how much you yell and scream at it, that dog's not going to do what the hell you want it to do.
See, I remember, right, one of my cats, like, it sort of just went walkabout one night, and it's like, where are you going? And he ended up coming back looking a lot larger than what he did when he left. And you think, wait a minute, where's he going? And I only found out a few weeks later, he kept going across to one of my neighbors and going in my neighbor's house to be fed. Like, what? You know, he actually went to one of my neighbor's house so that he'd like sort of sleep in my house at night. Get up in the we'd get up in the morning, feed him, we'd let him out, and then he'd disappear to someone else's house for something to eat, and they fed him. It's like, oh, win-win situation for the cat, you know. like eating double food every day. Crazy.
You know what? She used to disappear quite often, and I was a little suspicious that she had another family that she was going to.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised, Josh. I would not be surprised if she was going somewhere else to be fed and get because as soon as they get fed somewhere, they go back. Cats, they think, oh, they're feeding
You
me.
know
I'll
what,
go.
though, dude? She doesn't like a whole lot of strangers, though. You know what I mean? Like even people in my house, she's not like skittish around, but she's cautious around, you know?
Yeah. I know what you mean. Yeah, it can be like
And
that.
these are people she's been around for like 5, 6 years now. So yeah, I don't see her having another family that was feeding her. I think she was actually just going to the different yards looking for food that was put out.
Yeah.
She
It's the
doesn't go
same.
hardly anywhere now, man. She chills in my room. I leave my window cracked open to where she can get out on the roof of my house,
Mm.
and she just roams the roof, and that's like her going outside. She doesn't like to go out the front door anymore because there's too many stray cats in the front yard and stuff.
Oh God, that's the worst thing. I've been sat here before, and where you can hear like your cat fighting with another cat, and and they see each other, and they're like, "Ow," doing that really horrible. They get really territorial, very territorial. The cats.
Yeah, dude, she gets
They don't.
territorial if I have like a woman around me, dude.
Mm.
This cat's insane. Although she likes Sydney, that was interesting.
What's her name? What we called her?
My cat, her name is
Yeah.
Socks.
Socks. Oh yeah, because she's got like socks.
Yep, because she's
Yeah.
got little socks
Yeah.
on her feet,
Yeah. Cool.
or at least 3 out of 4 socks.
Yeah, she's got an odd sock.
Hey Bella, welcome to the chat. How you doing, lady? Yeah, dude, we got 18 people watching right now. We got Flat Earth Dude in the chat. We got Mind of Manny. What's up, Manny?
Yeah, cool. Manny's
Kenny,
cool.
how are you doing, man? Tomanoid's in there. Shaolin. Lev Kung Fu Shaolin is in there.
Lev's cool.
Libra's in there. And On a Plane. What's up, On a Plane? Haven't seen you around a whole lot. Hope you are well. And dude, I wonder where Jared is. I was expecting him to pop in here like he always does.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. When I saw the notification that you were going live, I thought, right, cool. There's gonna have like loads of people on the panel when I get there. And like, no, it was just you playing music. It's like, what? Where is everyone? Is it payday Friday or something? They're all out fucking, I know because it can't be because it's still early yet. It's still early morning, isn't it? Like, what the fuck? Where is everyone?
It's the afternoon for half the country, though.
Yeah, true. Like the different time zones in America is fucking weird.
Yeah.
Weird.
Well, you just got to realize how big America actually is, you know?
Yeah, compared to this crappy little country that I live in. I'd love to come to America just to see what it's all about. It's like that's on my bucket list. Everyone's got a bucket list. That's on my bucket list. One, to go to Amsterdam and experience some proper fucking marijuana, and two, to come to America because that'd just be like living the dream. Because it's like I just think you guys are so cool.
There's no dream living in America.
No, it's because you live there, though. You see, it's because you live there. I mean, it's the same. Like for me, like people always like immigrants and stuff. Oh, they're always trying to get to England. Well, what's so special about England? It's, but they all think, oh yeah, England is the place to go. You get loads of money, you get jobs. No, it's not like that. And when you live here, and I've, over my 38 years of been living here, and it's like, nah, I want to go somewhere else.
Yeah, you know what though? I think everyone wants to be somewhere besides where they're at.
Yeah, it's true.
No
Definitely
matter
true.
how good it is where they're at.
Mm.
Uh, I mean, yeah, there are places in America that are awesome to come visit and all that, you know? It's just
Yeah.
that I I get what people say as far as America with the freedom and stuff like that. But you also have to realize that you're thinking about a 20-year-old version of freedom.
Yeah.
Okay?
Mm.
You're talking about freedom from 20 years ago, not the freedom that people have now. The freedom people have now is not freedom.
Yeah, I get what you're saying. Yeah, it's all changed, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like what's going on around here, what you're able to do, what you can't do. It's all bunch of bullshit.
Not like it was. Everything changes though, doesn't it, over time? Everywhere. It's like rules, laws, legislations, and whatnot. They all change, don't they? Over time. Like
Well,
one
you
minute
know,
you're allowed,
that is 100% correct, except it's changing at a much quicker, more rapid pace now.
Mm.
Like it's happening almost like what seems like overnight, dude. Seriously. Like one
One
day you
minute.
wake up and you think you have a grasp on the laws, and then you wake up a day later and yeah, like a bunch of them have already changed, you know?
Yeah. Yeah.
And on top of that, you have a lot of cops running around telling you that this is the law, but when you actually stop and look it up, it's not the law. But they're practically getting away with fucking murder out there because everybody thinks it's the law of the cops, you know, and it's not. It's like it's really weird when you realize that cops are not above the law. They need to operate within the law.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
And a lot of them don't, dude, and it's bad, it's horrible.
See, also a lot of states have different laws, don't they? So if you go, say, like from California, and you was going across like the country, your your rules in California will be different, completely different rules in a different state. You know?
Yeah, dude, I can get caught
Yeah.
in California with like an ounce or two of marijuana, right?
Mm.
And nobody will say a word because it's legal in California. Now, if I drive a few hundred miles to the center of California and take that 2 ounces to Texas,
Phew.
guess what? I'm spending quite a few years in jail if I do that in Texas.
Yeah. Yeah. It's like, wow, you know,
Yeah.
crazy.
Libra, what are you
Crazy.
doing talking about satellites in there?
Who's that?
Oh, Hitchhiker is saying that Libra is racist against chemtrails and satellites. I thought it was the microwave that had an issue with Libra hitchhikers.
Hey, there's like that debate. Like, is it a contrail or is it a chemtrail that's coming out of the back of that plane? You know, so like someone I know, he lives like 50 miles away from me. That I talked to him on who we talked to that Tom Corner,
Okay.
on Saturday. Yeah, and he's saying that every day that he sees spraying in the skies and it's all chemtrails and whatnot. And he was telling me he had a debate with his family saying, no, they're not chemtrails, they're contrails. Like what like the definition of a contrail to me is you see a little bit of something coming out the back of the plane and it disappears straight away. Whereas a chemtrail, you see this massive line in the sky and it sort of spreads out and then all of a sudden it's cloudy. You know, that to me is a chemtrail. So I don't know.
Okay, so all these people that try to tell me about the chemtrail and contrail things, that's not gonna fly with me at all because when I was younger, I used to go to air shows.
Mm.
And I used to watch the planes.
Yeah.
And guess what? I saw planes that had contrails.
Mm.
And you know what about contrails is that after a few minutes, they disappear.
Yeah. Yeah.
And yeah, like they don't stay up there for hours and hours and hours. Like you see the contrail and within, I don't know, 15, 20 minutes, it's completely disappeared.
Yeah,
now,
I've
if
noticed
it's up
that.
there for hours and you see it just slowly start to spread down and create this haze, that's a chemtrail, you know, like.
Yeah, 1 minute it's like lovely blue sky. You can see the sun. You can see, you know, everything, blue sky and everything, and then you see these like lines in the sky. And next thing, you look out your window or go outside, and it's just covered in grey. Like, whoa, wait a minute, where's that just suddenly appeared from? You don't see normal looking clouds anymore. Like, you know, you puffy clouds like a cotton ball, right, type clouds. You don't see them anymore. It's just grey.
Yeah. Dude, so somebody threw up a little bit in my car yesterday. That wasn't cool.
No.
But the good news is I already got it cleaned up. Didn't cost me anything. But because I told Uber that the rider threw up in my car and sent them pictures, I collected a $150 cleaning fee.
All right. Cool. Because you have to clean it yourself, obviously.
Like seriously, for 10, 15 minutes of cleaning up that shit on my own, and it sucked having to clean that shit up. But to do 10 minutes worth of work for $150 instead of paying to have my car like detailed for that shit.
Yeah, but here's the thing though, Josh, right? Have you got leather seats or have you got fabric seats?
I got fabric seats, but it wasn't on the seats. It was actually on the where it was on the glove box and like on like the window.
Oh no. So you were sat in the front with you when he threw up. Oh no. I'll tell you what, if someone were to do that with me in the car, I'd be hanging my head out the window, literally myself, if someone were to do that in front of me. I've got like a really sensitive stomach like that when someone's like throwing up. It makes me throw up. Oh, yeah, disgusting.
Well, the thing is I don't think he was actually like throwing up the way you would imagine. Like it was more like, okay, so you know when you have to, when you're really drunk and you have to throw up, but you kind of don't want to throw up, and you start doing those weird burps, and every now and then you get stuff coming up with those burps, you know?
Yeah.
Or you get that weird, like funny liquid taste in your mouth that you're right before you're about to throw up.
Yeah.
That's what was coming up on the guy because when I cleaned it up, like it wasn't really bad, you know? Like
Oh,
I was glad that it wasn't worse.
oh no, yeah. But at least you got compensated for it. You got like a
Yeah.
yeah.
Zern says that he used to drive a cab before Uber and Lyft was around, and he said he quit after too many drunks threw up in his cab.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know what, Zern? I've been driving for Uber for 2 years, dude. I've had 4 people that have had to throw up in my car, and I was able to give them a bag, you know, and that worked out just fine. This guy, however, he kept like spitting in my car. Like whatever he was like upchucking, he kept spitting it out. And I was like, dude, are you spitting in my fucking car? And he's like, and he tells me, yeah, like all drunk and shit. And I'm like, yeah, don't do that. Why the hell would you be sitting here spitting in my car, dude? What the fuck? And then like he just didn't care because a couple minutes later he did that shit again. And I was like, dude, did you really just spit in my car again? And he's like, yeah. And I go, okay, now you can just get the fuck out of my car. So I pulled over, dropped his ass off, like not anywhere where his destination was. We were still like 8 miles from his destination. And I was like, you can get the fuck out of my car right now. I called his friend and I was like, dude, I dropped your friend off on the side of the road. He was throwing up and spitting in my car.
Oh.
Like, here's his location. You probably need to come find him.
It's like
the guy probably had a horrible night because his friend cost him $150 worth of a cleaning fee.
Yeah, what you should do, Josh, right, is get a hold of Uber and you should sort of like say to him, look, we need some sort of like sick bags, you know, like the airlines provide. You know, like when you're on a like an aeroplane and they provide sick bags, don't they? You know, like a little paper bag. There you go. You know, you just have
Dude,
them.
I have those. I have little plastic bags actually.
Yeah, you know, fucking hell, right,
you know the bags you put in like an office trash can, the little
yeah,
mini ones.
yeah.
Yeah, I have a roll of those that work
What in your
great.
glove box? Are they in your glove box?
Yeah, in the glove box.
Yeah, yeah, dude. Fucking, if you're gonna be sick into this.
But like when you hand somebody a bag to throw up in and they continue to spit out whatever they're chucking up in their mouth into my car, you can just get the fuck out. Like I've given you every tool I can. I mean, the only other option I have is to actually hold the bag up to your face, you know?
Yeah,
And I'm pretty sure that I can possibly get in trouble for holding a bag up to somebody's face.
yeah. It just reminds me of the movie Wayne's World. You know, where you get the guy where he's like, where Garth says to him, if you're gonna be sick, if you're gonna throw up into this, and he passes him the smallest little bag ever. You know, it's like, what the fuck? Oh dear, fucking crazy.
Hey,
I remember.
Lee, can you do me a
Yeah, go
favor
on.
and send Jamie a link?
Jamie, I don't. Can I do it? I don't know if I can do it.
Or here, you know what? He popped up when I
Hold
was
on.
adding people to the call. I didn't add him to the call because, you know, I don't want to bother him. But okay,
Yeah, I
hey,
can't.
Jamie, I added your JB Magic account, okay?
It's a kind of magic.
Oh, really? It's telling me that Jamie Brown cannot be added to the Hangout. Why?
I just
Why are
can't do
you
it. Man.
Google? Oh, let's see.
Because I'm on my like phone I don't think I can like add. If I was on private, I think it's because I'm on live. I can't seem to add. Hmm. I'm using a different phone as well. My wife got a Samsung S6 Edge, like Galaxy, off her mate last night for my daughter. She couldn't use it, so it's like, right, I'm having it. So I've been messing about with this phone all day.
That's dangerous. Let me see. Let me copy the link. Copy link address. Let's just start a new conversation with Jamie Brown. There you are. And that should be able to get you in, Jamie, if you still want to hop in.
Cool.
Hey, Zern, if you want to hop on, you are already added to the call, sir. I am pretty sure of that.
Always good to talk to Jamie. Jamie's a cool guy. I love Jamie.
No, you know what? Hold on. You're not added to the call. What is going on? Let's see.
See, usually by now, Josh, you've got a full panel. You know what I mean?
Usually
it's like
within an hour or so.
Yeah, but usually though, by this time, I was like, "Where is everyone today?" Like this all week, everyone's like, "You've been streaming, or like Hitch has been streaming, and it's like there's a full panel. You're near enough every time I look. It's like weird."
Well, I think it might just be one of those. I think it's just like a lull kind of hour, you know? Like it seems like there's a lot of people watching right now, but not a whole lot of.
Yeah, I mean it's cool.
Wanting to hop in, so that's fine.
The thing is, though, doing it this way, where there's not so many people on, or just me and you, at least it's a decent interaction where it's not just all talking over each other, where you start, and I'm going to stop, and you can't get your fucking what you're going to say in. And by the time someone gives you a chance to say something, you think, shit, what were I going to say? I forgot what I was going to talk about. It's like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
And then I ended up fucking falling asleep last night again. It must have been like 3. I woke up at like 3:30 in the morning again. Like, what the fuck, dickhead? Oops.
Well, you know that happens on these panels, dude. Don't worry about it. No one takes offense to it.
No,
as long as you don't take offense to waking up and finding out that you were booted from the panel.
Yeah, no, I weren't booted. It's just everyone had gone. I think they'd gone over to Hitch's. I think yours has ended. Like your second Thursday stream, because we all jumped over to your second Thursday stream, and then I woke up. It's like shit. What the fuck?
That would be a call from another hangout that I belong to.
Hey, Reese.
Hey, what's up, Timmy? I see you on the in the chat. Where do you see Reese? Did Reese pop into the call? Hold on.
Yeah, Reese is here. He's in here.
Hey, Reese. Oh, now I see you, Reese.
Yo.
What's up, man?
I just thought I'd jump in and ruin you. What what Lee was saying about it's nice. Yeah.
No, don't worry about it. It's always good to have someone else, you know. But what I'm saying, you know what? You can understand what I'm saying now, can't you, Reese? Where it's like you're trying to get you're trying to get a word in, and and then someone always seems to shadow you on the fucking like what you're trying to say. It's like, what? Let me speak.
Yeah, many people are passionate. Oh yeah,
And
yeah.
but also many people have, also have an equal voice. So, it's
Yeah. Hey, Tim, if you want to hop on and talk about 9/11, I would love to hear what you have to say about 9/11 and what you think about it, man.
Tim Osman.
Yeah. He's in the chat right now.
Do you know what, Josh? It was good to have Tim on yesterday and actually talk to him until Dem sort of interrupted and got really offensive, and then all of a sudden Tim's like, right, fuck you guys, I'm off. Oh, fucking hell. Everything was being all right. He was talking to Jed, they were having a decent conversation about the rocket and whatnot, everything was fine. And then all of a sudden it just all went to shit, and he just sort of like, oh, fuck this, I'm off.
Yeah.
It's a shame. He seems an all right guy, but it's just other people. I mean, yeah, he's a Glober, right? But that's the way he perceives it, and that's the way he sees in his eyes the world spinning round, and all that.
Yeah.
So each to their own. Each to their own.
It depends what video you're seeing.
Yeah, exactly. Yep.
I saw him attacking globes the other day and making fun about people's country and all the rest of it, calling people cuck boys and stuff. So I got a pretty jaded first and impression of him, But like I say, people are passionate. People have their own voice, but let's just say it wasn't the best first impression that I could be given. But yeah, it's okay.
But it's like when I used to watch Beyond the Imaginary Curve every Saturday. I used to watch him, and then I see him ranting and fucking raving at people and not giving them a chance to talk and put their point across. And then the next thing, fuck you, son, you're out. Gone.
Yeah.
Whoa, what the fuck? Right, so you're not giving anyone a chance. But whenever I seen Tim on there, he's not giving him a chance. You know what I mean? Give him a fucking chance to talk. But he's not.
Yeah.
So I just unsubscribed. See you later. It's the same what happened with Mel last Saturday.
Yeah.
And I watched.
That's weird. I want to go watch that actually. I want to see what happened with why Dell would turn on Merle like that, dude. Merle's been one of his like top supporters since like the fucking beginning, dude.
I'll give you the quick answer, and it's because he's been on other people's shows talking to the non sequitur group and Timmy, and that's one of the reasons. Because he talks to other people, and they have their views, and he has his views, and that's one of the reasons. So it's like, oh, Mel, you're not allowed to go and talk to these people. Well, hold on a minute. If Mel wants to go on to someone's stream and talk to them, that's fair enough, Let him be. It's like me telling you, you're not allowed to go on a globe Earth stream and talk about flat Earth. You're not allowed to do it. Well, you'd be like, well, fuck you. I'm gonna, it's my life. If I want to talk to these people on a hangout, I will do. Like, fuck you. So like Dell were like, fuck you. No, fuck you. Fuck you. They went backwards and forwards. It's quite amusing actually. But I think Mel held his own. Mel holds his own.
Yeah. I tell you what though, Lee.
Go on.
Dell's voice is it's memorable, but that Mark Taylor, yeah, speaking like this to Jez, yeah, Jez is not a rocket though, is it, Jez? It's just like that could be so annoying. You know what I mean?
Dude, that was actually the first time I had ever talked to Mark Taylor.
Do you know what? I missed that. I fucking fell asleep that night, and I missed all that. I'm gonna have to watch that stream back.
You can't. It's in private. But yeah,
I missed it. Yeah. Oh fuck.
Did you see that attempt Uber? How he basically took
everything that was talked about and twisted it to just turn it all on. You know what I mean? Like he made up stuff that didn't even happen, but he said it so fast that it was just like this smear campaign, against Jazz, and it's just like far out, man. So weak, you know. But then I also put it down to like attention span. Maybe he has a very short attention span. So who knows?
Yeah, that's why, dude. When Jim came on, right? It was easy. It was actually easier talking to Jim than it was Mark, even though Jim still was Jim. Like
yeah,
it was cool to be able to talk to him because I actually ran across when I was looking up the astronaut spacesuits. That was one of his videos is what popped up. That's why I started him out with those questions about the spacesuits and the Whipple shields. I couldn't believe he didn't know what the fuck a Whipple shield was. I was like, dude, if I remember correctly, I think you actually even referenced that in your video. Like, is this just information you forgot? Like,
yeah.
Or is it just that you never actually knew it? You were just regurgitating it like everything else, right? Like, because my grandpa always taught me something, man. If you don't use it, you'll lose it, no matter really what it is.
Mm-hmm.
Like, and even if you don't fully lose the ability to do it, you will lose your efficiency at doing it. You'll lose how well you were at accomplishing it, like
Definitely. I got an example in my own life. Japanese. You know what I mean? Like,
there you go. So you need to sit down with Jin more and jaw with him back and forth in Japanese, and it'll help keep that shit sharp, man.
Exactly right. It's
because I heard you guys rambling back and forth, and I was just like, holy fuck.
Yeah.
Well, you could.
But it's weird. I can pick up some of the words a little bit, Reese, because of what they sound like, and B, because I've looked into other languages, and it's nuts because when you realize what other languages, the way they sound, and you put it together with other ones, like, and it seems to all like fit together. When you actually look at it, they'll mean like the same thing, basically.
Yeah, I understand what you're
But
saying.
it's weird because like Chinese and Japanese and they have a lot of characters in their alphabet, dude.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
That's right.
Like, so Reese, how many characters are in the Japanese alphabet? I'm curious. I don't really know. I just know there's a ton.
Okay, well, there's 3 alphabets. You have hiragana, katakana, and kanji. So, hiragana is the Japanese form of the simplistic writing. So, to remember that, you remember the Japanese man called Mr. Akasata Nahama Yarawa, and that means that you have I I sorry u e o, and then so that's Mr. A, and then you've got ka, so ka ki ku ke ko kasa, so
Yo, dude,
kasa,
I'm sorry,
all the way
but
across.
I didn't want a Japanese lesson. I just wanted to know,
No,
like,
I'm just gonna basically, so that goes all the way down, and then you've got the katakana, which is for foreign words. So it's the same alphabet, but written in a more stick-like thing. So for your name and my name and Lee's name, they couldn't write it in the original Japanese. So that's the 2. So sorry about that. So the hiragana is the same length as the katakana. So let me just see how many that is. total. I don't know off the top of my head the amount, but
just
I know.
a ballpark figure, dude.
Oh yeah, here we go.
I mean,
46.
we only have
Sorry, my friend. 46.
Wow, dude, that's like almost double of what we have in America, dude.
Yeah. So 46. So you have 46. We've got 92 characters that you have to learn just to read basic Japanese, and then there's like thousands of the symbol ones, the kanji. And so the kanji are made up of those 46 sounds. Like, for example, Nihon is Japan. It's made up of 2 kanji, but it's 3 hiraganas. Ni, ho, and n. You see what I mean? So, like, to help the foreigner learn, they have another alphabet called the furigana. So, there's about 4 that you have to know. But the furigana is basically just the simple Japanese sounds written next to the complex kanji. So it's a lot to learn, you know. And just to read the newspaper, you need to know about 2,000 to 2,500 kanji. So it's a real undertaking, you know.
Wow. That's all I can say is wow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No shit. That's what I'm saying, dude. I got mad respect for you.
Yeah. If you've learnt that and you can understand, like, wow, fuck me, that's like shit.
Yeah. And the coolest thing about a Japanese person who realizes that you're trying to speak to them genuinely, they'll go out of their way to try and help you explain. You know, they don't want to leave you with the feeling that they didn't do their best to help you, you know. So one of my favorite saying, you know, my go-to phrases was "Hoku no setsume arimasu ka," which was, "Do you have another way to explain it?" You know, so, you know, and they'll break it down for me, you know, or, you know, or you could just pick out a word, you know, whatever that word was, and say "Doyu imi desu ka?" What does that mean? You know, and so you could get around and you could break down complex Japanese into simplified Japanese, and so. But yeah, I guess that Mr. Akasatana Hamayarawa, he teaches you the structure, you know, and you know, I'll never forget that. So from that you can there's all sorts of different rules and things, but you pick them up along the way, you know. So I couldn't, you know, take me an hour to explain those things, but you know, yeah. So now I know something
dude,
today.
I know what you mean about not remembering so much of that. Because, dude, a little while ago, I knew so much more Hebrew than I do now. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I remember so much more of it because I was really learning it. And now I just learn it at a slower pace now, you know? I learn it as things come up and I need to translate stuff back to what it's supposed to say, you know? Like, so that's why I even know Hebrew at all. And Hebrew was an easy language to learn, dude, because it's a what the hell? It's a pictographical language, dude. Similar to like Chinese and Japanese, you know?
Yeah.
Like you're actually drawing characters. Like, you know how we call letters characters? Like,
yeah.
Well, when you look at other languages, that's why we call them even characters in America, is because they were drawn as characters, like little freaking pictures, dude. Come on.
Yeah, that's true. All the days of the week in Japan have pictures, you know, so like it's quite funny, like Sunday is sun, even in Japan, like it's the symbol for sun. You know, so we go from Monday. It's like Monday is Moon Day, Tuesday is Fire Day, Wednesday is Water Day, Thursday is Tree Day, Friday is Gold Day, and Saturday is Earth Day, like soil day. You know.
Wow.
Mm.
That's different. Yeah.
And it runs like we do
Wait,
in English.
hold on.
You know?
You said Saturday is Earth Day, like the Earth?
Yeah, like the soil. You know,
That's
like
yeah, like Earth. Yeah, like ground, sort of like
That's interesting.
Yeah, and everything is just Yorbi. So just like we have Monday, they have Getsu Yorbi. You know, Tuesday, Kai Yorbi. You know, like that. Su Yorbi, Moku Yorbi, Kin Yorbi, Do Yorbi, Nichi Yorbi. You know, those things. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Dude, you know something that I have had like no reason to use it at all, but for some reason, to this day, I remember it, and it's from a karate teacher when I was like 11.
Yeah.
Like, he taught me how to count in Korean.
All right. Yeah.
Because that's how we counted off our punches, was in Korean.
Mm-hmm.
And so I learned how to count to 10 in Korean. It was very easy.
Yeah, let's hear it. I need to hear it.
Dude, it's Hana, Dual, Set, Net, Dasu, Yosu, El Cup, Yodu, E Hop, Yo. Like,
man.
Yo.
Yo. It's cool.
Yo. It's like, no, you just expect a dude at the end. Yo, dude.
but like, dude, I have no idea why I remember that shit. I have not used it in the longest time. You know what I mean? Like, it's just one of those things that really stuck. I don't get it.
Yeah. A lot of people can, like, oh, you can speak Japanese. Like, I can count to 10 in Japanese. I'm just like, oh, okay, good on you. You know, that's pretty cool, you know. But yeah, it's like, it's funny, eh?
Yeah,
Like,
at least they took the initiative for that, right?
yeah. Yeah, like in English we have 1, 2, 3, like counting like that, but in Korean it seems like fast, and same with Japanese. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. It's like an actual pace, you know what I mean? And like, yeah. How you doing, Jared?
Can I know you took your time, Jared?
What's up?
So you took your time.
Take my time to get on.
Yeah.
Yeah. I've been looking back at. I'm gonna try to archive again from the beginning of the PPC network. I'll try to see if I can edit some of the videos down to some good conversations. But in between the good conversations, a lot of space of dead time. That if you chopped it up and edited correctly, it'd be good listen.
Hey, Jared, so are you are you downloading them all? Like, I mean, I'm pretty sure you're downloading them somewhere, right?
You roboted out a little bit there. What'd you say?
No, it was you that roboted out, bro.
Oh, it was me. Okay. Yeah,
I'm on my desktop right now, dude.
Dead spot right now as well. So I apologize.
Sitting right next to a internet connection. So I'm pretty good.
Yeah, no, it's me. It's roboting out. Sure.
But
anyways, I don't know how to download all. Somebody can help. See if Hitch or Snack or you guys knows a little bit more about YouTube editing or whatever. Help me figure that out.
There's something that you can type into the search bar.
Yeah. Snack showed it to me one time, but I can't remember what exactly.
Yeah.
I went back to one of the episodes, like the third one, I think, after Pete got, is when you were in the hospital, or you just got out, released from the hospital, you're getting harassed by all those nurses, Josh. Remember that? When you're at the Salton Sea?
Yep.
Yeah, so it was like July 6th or 7th of last year.
Yeah, that was like the days that I fucking like woke up.
Yeah, I just got done listening to me and Snack for the first hour. It's pretty funny stuff. Like, and when you listen to it back, I listened to it twice as fast on playback. And me and Snack is just going, we're just going back and forth. We're just talking about the stupidest shit. But it's funny. And, but yeah, not all of it's funny. That's why I'd like you guys' input on it too. But I don't know. There's a lot of stuff. There's a lot of content there. You know what? Somebody's got to go through it all. I don't care. I mean, just,
Well,
I'm starting to do that a while back, but
I was just saying we might want to like download what we can while we can, because you never know when he's gonna want to just shut it down again.
Who's that? Poncho?
Yeah.
No, I'm not doing it. I'm not doing ponchos. This is all PPC. This is the very first PPC.
Like, this is all PPC stuff? Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Oh,
I'm just gonna. That's
because ponchos went down like right then, wasn't it? Like.
Yep. Yep. And there's another, like the second episode, the very second one after he got shut down. Jibby, for the first like 2 hours, man, he was on fire. Just funny as shit. Just good stuff. A lot of good content there too. Felix, there's like Felix and him, and there's a one conversation that me and Dim and Merle have, and Merle gets all freaked out. He's like, because the conversation was getting like deep, and we're like just discussing some shit. And it's just funny listening to Merle go, "Wow, I'm freaking out!" Like it's getting too deep. I don't know. I've put like. Try to put markers, wrote it down in my notebook on 1 hour, 34 minutes, this happens, or 7 hours, 12 minutes in, like doing it kind of like that. I'm putting it down on the Hangouts so I don't forget. Plus I'm trying to write it down when I can. It's been fun so far. Especially when you do it 2 times back. It's really funny then. You can still understand everybody, but it's just everybody's, not chipmunks, but yeah. All right, we'll be right back, guys.
All right, man.
Still waiting for my pizza.
Well, now he's gonna. Hey, there's Kenny.
Hey, what's up?
Hey, yo, Kenny.
What's up, Kenny?
Just driving and hanging out with you guys. Can you hear me all right?
A little bit low.
A little low. Sorry.
Hold on. Let me do this.
I got this weird this one headset of mine doesn't work so fucking good.
No, you're fine. I turned you up, so you're good.
Cool.
But yeah, what's up, Kenny? How you doing, man?
Good, man. That anthropologist guy, Rodrigo. He broke down for about an hour. He broke down the hit piece from that YouTuber guy did the flat Earth movie thing.
Oh, the YouTuber guy. Yeah.
That
Logan
guy.
Paul.
That
That guy.
fucker.
Yeah.
Yeah, he broke him down real quick. It took about an hour to dissect his absolute mockery of
Yeah, the dude's a total troll.
fucking troll shit. Yeah. I listened to, I don't know, about half of it last night. I fell asleep, but not half of the. Yeah, but we know the guy's an absolute moron.
Fucking
sensationalist YouTube. But Robbie sold out, man, and Robbie sold out because the guy has 18 million subscribers. You know, he thought, wow, man, this would be great for flat Earth, and people are going to be like really jumping on board. We got 18 million people maybe tuning in, checking it out. And when you have, you know, that kind of influence, you know, Robbie fucking said, yeah, I'll give this guy the stage. Yeah, sure, man. It'll be good for flat Earth.
Yeah. What a mistake that was.
What a fucking gutter ball that shit is, man. It absolutely backfired. And then Robbie going on Patricia yesterday trying to save face and talk shit, man.
Dude, there's really no saving face on that. Like,
you can't save. No. Game over.
Dude, he straight up was trolled to the point where it was filmed where Logan Paul was up on a stage and had everybody in the conference there clapping for him.
Oh,
yeah.
It's horrible. It's horrible. So, yeah, no.
I mean, I watched it yesterday afternoon just because everyone's been talking about it. So I thought, right, I'm going to have to watch it because everyone's talking about it. Have you watched this Logan Paul thing? Have you watched this Logan Paul thing?
Yeah,
blah, blah, blah.
they're all
so I
talking
watched
about
it, you know. Yeah. And I thought, by the end of it, I'm like, come back on Uber stream and I put in chat, just watch that Logan Paul thing. And all I can say is, what the fuck? Literally, what the fuck?
What the fuck?
Yeah, what the fuck is that? What fucking wanker, you know, cunt.
Total wanker, man. Yeah, I was.
Couldn't believe it. I couldn't believe it, Kenny. It's like, what? What's all the fuss about this guy? But then, what got me, right? I went and picked my daughter up from school at like 3 p.m. And like, we come back in and she like sits down and talks with me and tells about her day and this and that. I was just saying, I just watched this guy on like talking about a flat Earth and that. She said, "Oh yeah, I know who he is. So, yeah, he's a YouTuber." All right, so you know who he is then. And she's like 12 years old. She knows who he is. And apparently, she was saying he did this sort of like boxing match with someone, another YouTuber. He had a boxing match. So like, I was trying to break it down to her. Well, that would have been all staged and everything, you know. I was telling her about this documentary I watched. And she's like, yeah, that's what he does. All right. Yeah. So that's what he does, is it? That's what he does. He makes it like a fucking mockery out of people. So he's like jumping on what people are talking about and then makes people look fucking stupid, basically. You know? It makes flat earthers look fucking, you know, Globers said that flat earthers are fucking retarded. Well, watch that and they'll think we're even more fucking retarded, you know? Oh, they're having a fucking conference. They're actually having a conference and paying money to get tickets and do that. Well, yeah.
Right.
You know what I mean? It's like, what the fuck?
What the fuck?
Yeah. Fucking hell.
Hey, Uber man, if you can play it, hey, Rodrigo's, Nunez. You know, this guy's a fucking PhD, man, and anthropology is it's really good. It's about an hour long. I don't know. We could play it, stop it, talk about it, whatever. it's good to hear the actual, diagnosis of this guy, man, from a extremely high level of understanding of humans and behaviors and trends and trickery of language. I mean, he just breaks it all down really well. And it's done at such a high level that it makes Logan Paul looks like he's in kindergarten. And literally, he might actually mentally be there, maybe like 4th grade. Kind of a arrested development, kind of a.
Yeah, well, the acting, what was kindergarten.
Oh, it's
yeah.
It's horrendous. And he
right from the beginning, when it sort of like showed him, and then the camera cut to like his mate, like saying, and he pulled him in the corner, didn't he? It's just like, look, dude, have you heard about this flat Earth thing? Blah blah blah, and like, what the fuck? I was like, this is shit. This is bad acting. But I had to watch it. I had to watch the whole thing. So I thought, if I missed something,
I couldn't do it.
No, but I had to. It's like one of them, because if someone's like, "Oh, have you watched that Logan Paul thing?" Like, yeah. Or did you see the bit about such and such in such a place? I'd be like, if I didn't watch it all, I'd be like, no, I didn't see that, because I cut it off because it was so shit.
Right.
I thought, no, I'm gonna have to watch it all. Yeah, so I sat and watched the whole 50 minutes of it. 50 minutes wasted of my life.
Lee, I started drinking and I'm still drinking.
Yeah, you said that yesterday. You said that yesterday, didn't you? Yeah. Okay,
Yeah. Now you've mentioned it too much. I'm gonna have to get more.
You're gonna have to get more. Yeah. Fuck, I have to carry on.
I have to get more, and it's only 6 minutes to 7 in the morning.
Wow. Fuck you now.
But no, listen. Like, I hardly ever drink, but it's
Well, cheers.
It's drove you. It's that bad. It's drove you to drink, Reese. What the fuck?
I hardly never not drink. How's that?
Yeah, like.
I had to stop drinking. Once I saw this, I had to stop drinking.
Like yesterday, 2 days ago, I had 4 beers, and then I was like, I want another beer because it was a hot day, and I was like, I've only got 2 beers left, so I went and got 6 more beers,
Nice.
And so 4 beers was enough, but then 6 beers was good, and then I was like, I got 1 more beer from the thing, so I had another beer. It was awesome. So
got to maintain a nice balance.
Yeah. It's just.
Hey, dude.
Yeah. What's up, Jared?
Were you saying my name last night?
Yeah. I was like.
Man, that was creeping me out. I was like.
I was trying to get your attention, man. I was like, Jared. Jared. Everybody was drunk and fucking talking over each other.
I know, man. It was freaking crazy.
It was crazy, man. I had to drop out. I'm like, fucking, I'm hammered. I gotta go, man. This isn't working. Usually I'm hammered.
I was wanting to know.
Somebody that's sober on there. Fuck.
Yeah. It was kind of a little difficult, but I was trying to see if anybody could hear what I was saying, because he was Ron in Alaska was just talking.
Yeah, no.
He didn't have any volume. He was just talking, no matter what.
No matter what, man.
Everybody was just like, and he kept getting pissed at him. So then I just started asking. I was being stereotypical, like you in Alaska. So I'm going to ask you stereotypical questions that people might have of people in Alaska, like you own a sled.
Have you ever hit a moose or been attacked by a moose?
Yeah, been attacked by a moose. That's what I said. But Hitch he didn't get it. He talked about stereo. It's so funny because he started talking about people having stereotypical stereotypes and how it's okay to have stereotypes because they're funny. And I was playing right into that, but I don't know if they caught it or not. So I'll just throw a question out in the middle. Okay, good.
This is hilarious. Yeah, it was hard to talk when it gets like that. It's fun, I mean, but
Jared, he kept going, Jared.
Jared.
Like
Jared.
That is a bit creepy.
I was flipping out for a minute, man. I was like, okay, what's going on? What?
And I had my really deep microphone on, yeah. So it probably
It's like a voice from
creepy,
like a voice from God.
Yeah, I had my God microphone going. Oh, it was funny.
That was good. Man.
Cool. So, yeah, this is good.
Oh, and also, did you get my message that I sent you last night? Did you see that new one? That new one I did. Did you get that?
Was the Alice in Chains one?
Was it? Did you put it in the chat?
I think I sent it straight to you.
Oh shit! No, I haven't looked.
Yeah, I was just fucking around.
What, are you talking about that
2 nights ago?
Alice in Chains song, the Smule?
Yeah.
Yeah, I watched that this morning when I got up. Yeah.
Did you like it?
It sounds weird because it's like you, like you're doing two.
Yeah, I know, right?
Yeah, it sounds like what the fuck's going on here?
Yeah, it's 2 tracks. That's what I did. Just kind of fuck around and see if it's good. I mean, I like to find different versions.
I didn't hear that, but yeah.
I like the second one better. Like I told you, Jared.
Yeah, the acoustic, I like that. That's one of my favorite songs.
Yeah, the acoustic one's fucking shit hot. I love that one.
That was from like the second line in. It was like, whoa.
Yeah. I was like, yeah, this is fucking cool, man. This guy can sing. Like, yeah, cool.
Yeah,
it's cool. Yeah.
I was like trying to like go get a beer and like stop
for me
and
too,
just
like
listen to it.
Go.
It was cool.
Right on. I gotta check.
Like when I sing like that, it relieves a lot of stress.
Oh,
it feels good. Like after you die, I feel drained. You know, like it's
that's like drinking. Feels good.
Yeah.
See, I do that quite often. Whereas, like, I put music on and like I just have to sing. You know, it really just does. It gets it out. It relieves a lot of tension singing like that. Definitely. Too right. I love it. I don't know.
Yeah, and like the songs that I have on my channel, like it's an app, right? So there's nothing really extra I can do. There's only so much that you can do, especially when you just have your phone.
I had to
Whatever. So
log in or set up an account because I tried to like it, and it's like sign up. So I had to sign up to like it. So I've set my own account up. So if you put them on there now, it'll just come straight up where I can just come straight in.
But if you want, you can pay extra for like extra little knickknacks, like editing.
All right, yeah.
And so, like, there's some songs on there that are just shit. Like, right? Like I just trying this shit out, and Jimmy likes to embellish it. Like, these are the finished product. That's what Jared wants everybody to hear. You know? Basically, a bunch of I have like 6 versions of some song, just a different way. Fucking around. Some of them have flat earth lyrics. At the end of some songs, I'll just throw in the earth is flat. And what I'll do a lot of the time and on Facebook, because my another listen. I'll bust out a flat earth lyric. Like, you just say the earth is flat. So there's few songs that are like that as well. But yeah, I kind of use that as my tension or my exercise, so to speak. But this splatter stuff can be maddening.
Yeah.
It's nice to have. Like I said, it's like exercise. You feel drained up.
Yeah.
Yeah. The thing I liked about it is like you sounded like your own singer, you know, in that acoustic one. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You didn't sound like somebody else. You had a style of singing, but you made it your own, and it had me listening to the lyrics and just yeah,
Nice.
it was bloody awesome. I was like, fuck, that's because the first one, like Lee said, the Alice in Chains one, there was parts where you could hear the stronger voice of the two coming through, but then there was a bit much happening. But with that acoustic one, you could really kind of hear the different levels of power you were putting in, and it was awesome.
I appreciate it. Thank you.
No bullshit, and
Shit.
I wanted to listen to the other ones that you sent me, like when I wasn't drunk, because I got drunk yesterday. I wanted to give you my honest opinion, not some memory that I'm like, oh yeah. So it was it was a good night yesterday. It really was.
I appreciate that, man. Thank you very much.
Yeah, it's awesome.
It's one of my passions, man. So for sure.
So that app, is it like a karaoke thing where you like sing over their sort like tunes or what? What's the deal with that app?
Well, so people can, if they find background or instrumental songs, or if somebody has an acoustic guitar and they play, like for instance, there's a version of Your Eyes that I did. I think I might have seen you guys that one too. It's just an acoustic version of Peter Gabriel's Your Eyes, and it's somebody else. So somebody can just get the guitar, play, and it'll record, and then that track will sit and stay as a background track for anybody who wants to come on and sing over it.
Right.
So, yeah, that's what I try to find. I try to find different acoustical versions of songs that, maybe, they're just interesting. I like challenges too. If you ever have somebody you're like, hey, do you know this song, or heard of this person, tell me about it. I'll check it out, see if I can nail it.
See, so when I go out, like I always like to find somewhere that's like a karaoke, like singing and stuff in bars.
Yeah, it's perfect for you.
I'm like, yeah, I've had a few beers. I'm like, yeah, fuck it. I'll put my name down, pick a song, yeah, fuck it. I'll sing a song. Yeah, definitely. I'm always up for singing. I love singing. Like, playing guitar and singing. Yeah. Love it.
I like singing too, Lee, but it's just other people that don't like my singing. I think that's the
problem. It don't matter about other people as long as you're enjoying it, Reese. It don't matter, does it?
That's why I sing when no one can hear me, man.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Yeah. It's like singing in the shower, isn't
it? Yeah.
Singing in the shower.
We had this jam. Like I used to have some flatmates, and they're all different. Like, one was two of them were guitarists, one of them played the drums.
Cool.
And
nice.
And one day we over the Christmas of Christmas New Year's of 2000 and what was it? 2017. We had like a drum kit, two electric guitars, a bass, a cello, tambourines, and lots of alcohol, and and it was like, it was weird, and it was awesome. And we get there, and it was just this house, like out like farmlands, and like the way it was built was on this section where we were like the only house around above everything else. So our sound just traveled out across the valley with like,
oh, sweet, yeah,
you know, and so it was like boom on the drum, and it was like, you know,
yeah.
and we never got a noise complaint, you know, we like never got a noise complaint, but it's like they just because they used to play together, like three of them, they just busted out what they used to play in their band, you know, and it was just so sick, just sitting like 1 or 2 meters away from all the sound, just smashing you in the face, you know, and it was just like we were just laughing and like stopping all of a sudden, and then it was like, Reese, get on the drums, I think you'd be good at it, and then it was like, I was like, what? I think, yeah, you just do it, man, you feel it out. And I was like, trying to get, I was like, you know, and like, you know what? Give me the sticks back. And I was just like, yeah. I was just like, okay, well, I'll. It was really cool because they were just like showing me all their songs that they wrote and everything. But it was such a good night, you know. And it was just like, that's what life's about, you know what I mean? The harmony between good mates and friendly people, and it's just, you know, we'll never get that time back, you know. Like after that, friend went overseas, another friend got a job, another friend got another job, all split apart, you know, and that was the last time we were all together, and it's bloody cool, you know. And I recorded it, you know, on my phone, like 30 minutes of that night, you know, and it's fucking priceless, you know. It really is.
Oh, you should upload it in Backchat. That'd be funny if you could do that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, it's bloody cool. Like and in that whole night, you know, there was a part where they're like, we don't have any lyrics for this, you know. And after
You don't
hearing,
know. You don't need any lyrics when
no,
you're
no,
playing with your mates. Yeah.
Yeah, there was no lyrics. No, we've never wrote lyrics for this. And one of my mates like go, Reese, you make you sing it. And I was just like, what? Like, Reese will come up with lyrics, you know, and he put me on the spot. And I just like took the mic in my hand and I was like, okay, let's do it, you know. And I heard the beat, you know, and I sung the whole lyrics for it, you know. Like I made a whole lyrics right on the spot. And after hearing Jared sing, you know, that acoustic yesterday, I want to like give him the lyrics and see what he can do with it, because I think he could really bring it to life, you know. It needs a powerful voice, you know. You know, and it's just like,
what is it again?
It's just like my friends were in a band, right, and they had their own song, but it never had any lyrics, and we were all sitting around stoned and drinking, and it was like, Reese will come up with some lyrics, you know, good mate of mine, so Reese will come up with lyrics, and I was like, oh, and put me on the spot, and so I sung over the track, and I just think you could really nail the lyrics that I came up with, you know what I mean? Like,
oh really?
Yeah. Would you be interested in having a go?
Oh hell
like,
yeah!
Yeah, man. It's like I don't know where the lyrics come from. I can't even remember them all. I have to go back and listen. That's how that's how they came out. But it was just that moment, you know. And so, yeah.
Have you still got it on your phone then, Reese? On the video, have you still got it on your phone?
It was just a audio recording. Yeah.
Oh right, yeah.
Yeah, I used to be the funnest time I had was when I was in a band, on and off for about 3 years. And during that time, at the end of our stint or whatever, me and one of the band members, he was a acoustic guitar player, and I'd gotten into business at that time and bought into a restaurant. So I owned 2 restaurants at the time. We were living in a house and just kind of was living the life. I was 21 years old, you know. It was great. Bachelor pad, all that shit. And I wrote a song called Nomad. And it was about a girl that we knew that would just go from house to house, place to place over the weekend, not knowing, you know, just kind of nomading around, right? And that's how the song started, and I wrote the song in like 30 minutes. It was really fast. It was like a real good musical moment, you know, where you just kind of
right.
And after I wrote the song, and me and him were, it was a good song. It's great, but we never were able to get it recorded. And I let it, you know, you know, that was 2000, so talking a long time ago. And I just about 2016 or so, I was looking through some old notebooks, and I found the lyrics. I found the song when I wrote the lyrics, and I read the lyrics, and I was like, holy shit, this is me now. Like, this is like the perfect description of what I am like now. And I was like, holy, I was writing the song about my older self and didn't even realize it. You know, it was a weird moment.
How awesome is that, man?
Yeah, it's very crazy. And so, like, I sang it. Marcel actually,
That's right. Marcel was working with you on that. Yeah.
Yeah, that's another reason why I want to kind of go back and look at stuff, because there's some cool little things like that too. But yeah, I need to get that song recorded. I've been wanting somebody to play.
Shout out to Marcel.
Yeah, shout out to Marcel for sure. Hope you're doing good, bud.
Yeah.
If anybody is the acoustic guitar, get a hold of me or whatever.
I can play. I've got a guitar sat next to me.
Well, you can play guitar?
I play guitar. I can play bass. I play drums. Yeah, we used to.
How about this? I'll go ahead and I'll sing. I'll do the song without any music on the Smule app.
We can collaborate that together somehow, man.
Yeah, I'll do the song like just me singing how the song goes or how it went whenever we wrote it, and I'll put it down in the Smule app, and I'll send it to you guys, and you can do it like that.
Check it out. That sounds fun.
That's another cool thing that you can throw down your own track. Just
tell you what, it'd be something cool to do on like a private hangout. You know, like just to get together and just do like a. You're in America, I'm in the UK, and you know, like just get some like people just on a hangout and just like start jamming and stuff. That'd be fucking.
Well, you guys have all
awesome.
seen those videos people put together, like they just do different parts. Like the guy does the saxophone, and then another guy does the bass, and you know, it gets all mashed together. Like,
oh yeah.
There's a shitload of those kind of videos out there.
Yeah.
I was into watching how that was done years ago. That was pretty cool.
Are any of you guys Nine Inch Nails fans? Well,
I've heard of them. Don't listen to them.
Oh, okay.
I'm more into my sort of indie rock. You know, like Oasis, and like I know they're not together anymore, but like Liam Gallagher, Noel Gallagher, sort of indie music, like The Verve and Ian Brown and like Stone Roses and stuff. You know.
Yeah, Trent Reznor is probably my favorite.
Have you guys ever heard of a band called Youngblood? It's spelled YUNGBLUD, Youngblood.
No.
I haven't heard.
No, they're like a youngish band, and they're from Doncaster in England. And my daughter, she come down the other day, like last week, and she's like, "Oh, I'm really into this band. Can we go and see them? They're playing in Manchester." Right? Yeah. And she's like, I'm like, well, I've never heard them. So she put it on YouTube. So I'm like sat here listening to this. I'm like, right, I quite like this. So I've gone and booked tickets. So me and my daughter are going to go and see them in November in Manchester. And like, I can't wait. I keep saying to her, she's only 12, right? I keep saying to her, are you ready for the dad dancing? You know? It's going to be hilarious because I'll be dad dancing, you know what I mean? Gonna be one of them.
Yeah.
Good old dad dancing. But live music like that, she's never ever been to a live gig or anything like that. So she's gonna have a surprise.
Shit.
She's gonna have a fucking shock with the actual volume of it. And when you come out of a gig like that, and we've got near the front seats as well. So she's going to be really shocked where you can't fucking hear anything when you come out of the place.
Right.
You're not going to be, it's going to be, I'm looking so forward to it. I can't wait. I can't wait. November. It's going to be so cool. But she's only 12, and she's like on the same wavelength as me, We can have, I can sit here talking to her like she's a proper adult. We have like adult conversations. She's like very mature for her age. Definitely, yeah. So it's cool. But she likes all the sort of music that I like. She likes guitar music and stuff. It's like she likes 21 Pilots and that. It's like, yep, fair enough. Yeah, love it.
That's great.
Yeah, you should have a look on YouTube. A band called Youngblood, and there's a song called "Kill Somebody." It's cool.
Check it out. That sounds cool. I love new stuff, man.
Yeah, you should have a look.
Yeah, I will.
He wears pink socks for some reason. Strange, but he wears pink socks. Yeah.
Fucking Tic Tac. I don't know.
What just?
Shit.
So I've never heard of him before, but she's like pointing him out, and I love listening to new like music and bands and stuff, and
yeah,
I got a message off my brother a few months back, and he said he just put Yellow Wolf, and I can't remember the song, but a band called Yellow Wolf. Oh, that was they're cool. And it's done a few collaborations with Eminem.
Yeah.
Yeah, Yellow. Yeah.
White
wow, cool. It's like sort of word of mouth. You don't hear of these bands because you don't see them in the charts or anything.
No,
hell no. They're not in the charts. You have to hear them from other sources. It's like you sort of stumble across them, a bit like Flat Earth. You stumble across it.
There's so many out there now. It's so awesome.
Yeah. But
fucking hell, man.
The thing is, though, Kenny, right? There's so many bands out there where it's all just like this push a button and rap across a fucking
guys
backtrack. They're all like, whoa, no, fuck that shit. I like a bit of real music, a bit of fucking proper music.
Gotta be human playing an instrument.
Yeah, of course. Not someone pressing a button and singing along with it. It's like, that's fake music to me.
Yeah.
It's got to be like instrumental, proper music, like it used to be in the 80s and like early 90s. And then all of a sudden, in like late 90s, 2000s, it's all just press a button, sing along to the backtrack, and then that's it.
Auto tune, correct?
Yeah.
All that shit, yeah.
Yeah, it's like, fuck that. No, real music. I like me real music. I play guitar. I learned guitar at primary school.
Dude, you gotta play us a song, man, right now.
No, I can't do that. You put me under pressure.
Oh, fuck. Alright, well, just strum a few chords, man.
I'll strum a few chords if no one's objects.
Nobody objects. I'll kick their ass.
Pick out that damn guitar.
There you go.
Play a few chords. It's like,
yeah,
it's something that I seem to. I don't know if you can hear it.
There we go. Yeah. Nice.
There you go.
Nice.
Yeah.
Oh, awesome.
That's cool, man.
That's a good. We used to do like some hangouts where we just everybody come on, play different music, and
Yeah.
sing
Cool.
songs. We take turns. We had a couple of days like that. We got to do that again. Oh, those are good days. Damn.
Yeah, you just do like you just hangouts, not live streaming or anything, just where you can just like chill out and no one
Yeah.
gives a shit, do they? Because it's only who's on the hangout that can hear it. So it's like, yeah, I have a because I could actually put like my hangout through my like Bluetooth it to my stereo where
Right.
yeah,
You can hear
yeah,
it proper.
that's it, yeah.
Yeah.
See, I had some really fucking good headphones, right? And last week the weather was really bad, like raining, and we get puddles in on our grass in our garden, and we have a rabbit in the garden in a run, and it was like in a puddle. So the wife had a bright idea of bringing him in the house. So he's like in
Right.
the house, yeah. So we've got the rabbit in the house, who's fucking destroying the walls, ripping all the wallpaper off, and he's gonna chewed my fucking headphone wire. He's gonna chew. Oh, what the fuck? Oh, come on. But yeah, it's fucking hilarious. And you know my bird, Kenny? Yeah?
The parrot.
She kept attacking this fucking bunny rabbit. She's like literally attacking him, biting him and shit. And my wife was like, leave him alone.
That's hilarious.
What the fuck? Fucking bird. Yeah, it's got a bird against a rabbit. Crazy.
Yeah. That's funny.
Do a video, bird versus rabbit.
There you go.
I found that recording.
Yeah.
Yeah, see if you guys can feel the feel-good vibe of this moment in New Zealand.
Let's hear it.
Welcome to New Zealand. I'll see how this comes, but here we go. Can you hear it?
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah, that's cool, man.
Is that you on the drums, man?
No, I was just the one going, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I couldn't believe it, man. It was
cool.
That was a great night, man. But like, you can just
That's punk rock, baby. Yeah.
It was bloody cool. I don't know how that would have sounded through because I was playing from my phone to the speaker, but
yeah,
sounded alright.
It was a little thin,
Yeah.
but we got the vibe though, man. That was
That's, you can definitely hear it.
Yeah, it's cool. Just like it was funny because it's just like tambourine in there and shit.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, that was my other. That was my, like, I was one of the years, and the other guy who was going, yeah, but he goes like trying to come up with lyrics, you know. He's like, at the same time he's like trying to pack a cone. He's just like, it was just such a cool night, you know.
Oh, thanks for sharing that.
No.
I'm there mentally, man. I'm there.
Yeah, no. That's what it's
my
like.
ass
Yeah.
off too, man.
It's cool.
I remember. Yeah, I remember like 15 years ago, me, my brother, and one of my mates, we used to jam in a pub in our local town on a Wednesday night. Every Wednesday night we did it, and
nice.
Like to an empty pub though, but we didn't fucking care. It was just like somewhere to jam. So we used to do it, and we used to use all their, like, we had like our drums, so we used to take all our drums up and like stuff like that, but just use their sound system. So it's plug it all through their sound system. But oh yeah, fucking excellent. I used to love it. I used to play like not our own songs, but just like other people's songs. You know, like people that we used to like and listen to and stuff like that. But yeah, I remember we used to. I was playing drums and fucking singing at the same time. So I was like the singer. So, oh, Lee can sing. Well, let Lee sing. Right, okay, I'll fucking sing then. I'm not bothered. I was sat at the back on the drum kit, you know, so I was singing. It was quite good. I used to love it, but you used to get some people come in every now and then, sort of like give us a clap. It's like, yeah, nice. I used to love it. Yeah.
Hell yeah. Did you guys
No.
ever record?
No, that's one thing we never ever did is record anything. We never recorded anything that we played. You know, so that's what was the disappointing thing, that we never recorded any of it. So, you know.
No iPhone, nothing.
No.
Yeah.
No, we all had like mobile phones, but it's before the smartphones came out.
Right.
You know, yeah. It's way before the smartphones came out, so you couldn't really, unless you took like a sort of tape recorder up or something. But no, none of us ever had one of them either, so we never recorded anything. But I've always loved playing music and always loved jamming. You know, me and my brother, like, I'm going over soon to my brother's, so I'll be leaving you guys soon. So like when I go over, we sit in his room, in the attic at my mum's house, because my brother lives with my mum still.
Yeah.
And like we just jam sometimes. You know, he's got guitars and he's got one of the Roland electric drum kits. You know,
nice.
Yeah, so we jam on that every now and then. That's cool. Sit there and have a smoke and yeah.
Beautiful.
Next time, Lee, you should, you know, not next time, but you know, you could have called your mate on his cell phone and left him a message, and that message could have been the recording of your. Yeah. But then you have to pay to listen to your own music.
It's always called this, yeah. Yeah. I mean, me and my brother have always said though, why don't we just stream something on YouTube or just record something and then upload it to YouTube? Because that's how all these that's how all these young kids and artists seem to get noticed nowadays. You know, because of been noticed off YouTube because
Yeah.
they get famous off it. Get so many hits, likes, and views and whatnot. So they seem to get noticed. So, like we
Yeah.
always said, why don't we do that one night? You know, but yeah,
Yeah,
that'd be
exactly.
quite funny.
There's
But
so
it'd
many
be like,
recording apps as well, you
yeah,
know. You could
yeah,
record it first and then play it across the stream rather than recording it, because then maybe the device might chop it up, or you might get latency in the connection because it's all trying to
yeah,
process the sound and all the
yeah.
rest of it. But yeah, record it
Record
and
it
then
on the
just,
phone, and then
yeah,
upload it to YouTube. I've said that to him before. And it's like, yeah, we should do that. And so why not? Might do that in the near future just to see how many views I get, see how many
yeah.
likes. Yeah,
Man,
be interesting.
just do it. Just do it.
Yeah.
I've got
I
turntables.
I ran a recording studio for like 15 years.
Oh, cool.
Oh wow.
One night a week we had a jam night, Thursday night, and we had.
Damn.
It was insane, dude. You have no idea.
Oh,
Sometimes
wow.
only 2 people would show up. Sometimes 20 people would show up. We never know who's going to show up. But we had we had 2 rules, man. No covers and no blues.
No blues.
No blues. Somebody started playing blues, man. They get shit thrown at them, man. It was so it became, you know, no covers, no blues, and it really, you know, that kind of put you in a spot a little bit, you know, to step up your game. So yeah, we had some amazing jams, man. It was just, and I got a lot of them recorded.
Yeah, that's amazing. That's amazing.
Yeah, but you have such a good time now when you're playing music. It's like you just fucking forget about everything, don't you? It's like just concentrate jamming.
Time just stops, man. Time
Yeah,
stops.
it's fucking brilliant. Absolutely, I love it. Playing music and or listening to music, singing and shit like that. Yeah, I love it. You know, it's one of my passions, definitely. Yeah.
I've only been in one band, and I was the lead singer, and I had LSD, lead singer's disease.
Wait a minute, Kenny. I thought you were just gonna say you'd had LSD before you started singing. So it's like, what the fuck? Lead singer's disease. Like, yeah, cool, man. I love it. Yeah.
And no, my band was called Guano.
Cool. Yeah. Lead singer's disease.
I was the lead singer and I played the violin.
That could have been a very different story.
I
had LSD and then I don't remember what happened.
Lucy in the sky with diamonds, isn't it? LSD. Yeah.
Right?
Fucking brilliant.
Brilliant. A lot of crazy nights. Oh, man.
Yeah.
But I'll play some of that stuff for you here when I get home.
Oh man, I saw that some of those live. What is that NAMM thing that you had on your channel the other day? What is that?
The NAMM.
Yeah,
NAMM show.
What's that?
It's a music conference that happens every year here in my hometown.
Mm-hmm.
It's 2,000 bands, 100,000 musicians.
It's so epic. Those dudes just jamming out,
and they get together and they just we all play music for 4 days and talk about music and look at music guys that build guitars and stuff. We get to talk to them all day long. It's really fun.
Stop rubbing it in. I've heard enough.
Yeah,
it's pretty epic,
amazing.
Man.
It's very epic. But every year in January, I do it.
I was blown away, man. Just standing in and then just jamming out, just like, wow.
Oh, it's great. It's good stuff. Hey, I gotta pick up some easels. I'll be right back.
Oh, good.
Did you just say he's going to pick up some easels?
Yeah.
All right.
Easels. You know what an easel is?
Yeah, it's what you use like a canvas on it for art.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Yeah,
I'm just making sure I knew.
yeah. Just checking with each other there, Reese. Why not?
Yeah. Throwing it back across.
Yeah.
You know.
Easel?
I do know.
Checking. Just checking, yeah. Yeah, we're not that culturally fucking stupid, are we, really? Yeah, we do know what they are. Yeah.
It's like maybe...
It's something else in America, I don't know, because you're on the other side of the fucking world to me. I'm sort of in the middle.
Some art easels, yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was like, it's that damn thing I tried to pack away the other day, and I had to rearrange the whole box because it keeps sticking out. It's like, oh yeah, that thing. Damn it.
Oh, are you watching that Logan Paul? What are you doing with that on, Josh?
So-called mockumentary, and actually a scripted troll.
Oh, is this the
practical?
Yeah, this is what dude was asking me to play.
Is this Celebrate Truths video?
No.
Rodrigo flat. Yeah, Rodrigo. Just seen it in the title thing. Rodrigo Nunez. Yeah.
Joke on the Flat Earth community, which is this film that this character Logan Paul has released called Flat Earth to the Edge and Back. I will show you how this is a classic case of how support to celebrities, the culture of celebrities, leads to a vulnerability, and how someone's number of subscribers and views serve as a currency that gives some people advantage over others. And it shows how the celebrity culture and a cult of celebrity is attached to numbers as subscribers and views, this currency, which leads to a kind of status perception in what I have called for years a superlative syndrome, which is inscribed in this culture. So what is the superlative? Superlative is the best. Who has the most number of views, the most number of subscribers? Who is at the top of the rank? Who's topping the charts? And a submission to the superlative leads to this syndrome. So people who are constantly looking for who's the best in this, and they claim that this is the best in this. And this is how I measure it. And in the case of YouTube interactions in general, the user is always facing the number of subscribers and the number of views in different videos. And that gives a sensation of status differences between different groups, different channels. And it allows for people to organize according to how many views they have, meaning their prominence, not necessarily the quality of the material you're producing. And Logan Paul is a case here that really low quality material, something who's absolutely unethical, who's being criticized for making fun of people who make suicide, for instance. So the reason I'm doing this analysis is that I wasted my time watching this film, and so I will make up for the time I spent on the interest of time. I will focus on key moments from the film and not necessarily go through the whole thing, because I don't think it's worth my time. And I think you can go ahead and watch it for yourself and see how long you can endure it for. Another point I would like to make is how Mark Sargent's reaction to the news that Logan Paul was going to come to the conference, that is, leaving the conference because Logan Paul was coming, proves Mark Sargent's goodwill, I think, and insight. He felt immediately there was something very wrong about Logan Paul coming to the Flat Earth International Conference. And what we see now is the result.
Josh, can I hear you eating your chips, dude?
The best thing he's ever done in his life, which is kind of malicious practical joke on the goodwill of people in a movement to accept him into its fold and to actually give him a spotlight in the conference, which is a massive mistake. What happens here is that numbers, that is the fact that Logan Paul had so many subscribers and views, led to this vulnerability, which
It's like
led
being at the theatre with someone crunching behind you.
piece practical joke, which falls on the organizers of the conference and on the flat earth movement in general. But on the other hand, it's so cringy and malicious that it makes Logan Paul look even worse than what he looked before. It's very hard to watch, not because of the flat earth, but because of how the actors act and how horribly put together is the script that they came up with, and how easy it is to pick it apart from the very beginning, from the time the guy's smashing globes or showing Robbie Davidson's picture behind his bookshelf. Curiously enough, there are people who believe that Logan Paul's friend was actually a flat earther, but he wasn't able to articulate it very well. However, the fact that he couldn't articulate these points meant that he was not a flat earther, and he didn't really know what he was looking at. They decided to troll the movement, invent a character, scripted beforehand, even sent Australian women to pose as flat earthers and a romantic interest to have that spin in there, so that Logan Paul becoming a flat earther meets this wonderful flat earth girl who then teaches him nothing, because you never hear what she teaches him. Of course, she hasn't been sick. She is part of this group of actors, leading into his eventual trolling by his friend, supposedly his big surprise, that he comes up and says, "Hey, I'm not a flat earther." And then Logan Paul goes in a rage. Later he says it's the most stupid thing he's ever heard about. So the problem here is this mixing together of attention seeking and truth seeking. They're blended together in a way that anyone who has enough viewers and subscribers can come in and use that.
That's a great point. Blending the entertainment with the truth.
In this case, on people who are caught in this mix of having to seek for promotion and attention to the cause itself, and to themselves, to their channels, and to their products, and claiming they're doing truth seeking at the same time. Whereas you can show how there's a lot of corralling going on and groups being formed around certain positions, then we see people following the information and driving towards the edges and the limits of systems, the globe, and of the supposed flat earth. The problems with both, and the technical problems with astronomy and physics and all that comes with it, discussions of technology and science, and moving forward also in history and the analysis of how people think and how people transform, which is what I would like to do. However, we're going through a moment where smaller channels like mine, content makers, are at the mercy of filters on YouTube that do not work. People who are looking for videos that have been recently produced on certain themes are not able to find them anymore. So what we've seen is that censorship is leading to a regress, not to progress, when it comes to content making and sharing of information. So that people are not trusted anymore to form their own opinions. Instead, they follow the cult of influencers. And in this Logan Paul film, we saw that his friend is called a micro-influencer, the flat earther, supposed flat earther, with his ridiculous tests and other antics. I would like to make a call for collaborators, space skeptics, and globe believers, because I cannot actually produce live streams as I would like, with invited guests and conversations that focus on the information, transformations, the ways of thinking, how to deal with science and avoid the soap opera mentality, the attacks and the ad hominems and so on. And I cannot live stream because I don't have 1,000 subscribers. And I would like to explore themes without factions and gangs and actually focusing on the ideas and individual trajectories of people, trusting that people can form their own opinions about different issues instead of trying to fit into a final conclusion about everything, pretend to have the answers. If anyone would like to collaborate, just contact me and we can start working together towards specific questions that need to be addressed. So is this a documentary? No, it's not a documentary. Is it a mockumentary? No, it's not creative enough to be a mockumentary. What is it then? It is a so-called reality show that has been scripted as a practical jokes that will only fool people who are really unprepared in the questions that surround the flat earth. Nevertheless, it is an interesting test for people who thought there was anything genuine about Logan Paul simply because of the superlative syndrome, the emotional reaction, and the numbers, and the need to have media exposure. So that's like welcoming Mad Mike into the fold, where there's really nothing to say according to how you see portrayed in recent hit pieces. What we see is that people are strategizing within a field that has socioeconomic and political dimensions, meaning that they need to provide for themselves, given the conditions of experience, survival in the world. So people are content makers. They also have this added pressure that pushes them towards accepting numbers as very important ways of measuring the value and the worth of different people, because they need to survive in this world that we have right now, which is ruled by state control and money. In a later video, we're going to focus on the relationships between state and NASA and the thought of Pierre Bourdieu in one of his articles called Rethinking the State. It's going to be another video. So it seems that allowing somebody into the fold because he has so many subscribers is an ethical sacrifice for numbers and ratings. It is about popularity and not truth. We have rarely, if ever, seen a documentary that goes into the information that has been presented, even inside the conferences, and makes a systematic review of what it is, and then a systematic debunking of it from the global position, for instance. We haven't seen this. What we have seen are hit pieces, obviously distorting the information, making people look bad on purpose. In this case, we have the practical joke on the community, played by Logan Paul. And on the other hand, we have Logan Paul's trickery and cringeworthy behavior, his inability to articulate intelligent sentences and to act in a way that is mature, for instance. But he does call himself an overgrown child. So we see what he has done here. He has used an unethical approach of lying as a strategy to infiltration. It was successful because people were open to his celebrity status, kind of turned into it and blinded just as he was writing the flat earth to promote himself as a growing movement. He knew he would get a lot of views. His video has well over 1 million views by now after 2 days. And his image had been blotched by his insensitivity in the past. We had Mark Sargent leaving the conference because this guy was coming. And now we see why. Let's take a look. Let's take a look at this overproduced, production waste, flashy, scripted, practical joke. Logan Paul is nothing more than your typical kind of douchebag. Here he calls himself your boyfriend's worst nightmare.
Douchebag!
Poses himself as very sexy, intelligent, smart, and rich. And also some sort of stallion playing with that male imagination, control over women and power. by the end of the movie, you're gonna think that he supposedly believes this as real. I don't know what happened here. Look at this. The atmosphere has had an abrupt cut. So this is supposed to be real footage, of course. This is globe. This is globe. Makes a living exposing his life to the internet in his big house, having these fake emotional reactions, all different things. This whole thing is scripted. It is presented as if it is real. This is the kind of things that he does. It's absolute bullshit in general. Maybe some sort of game where his friends have to stay inside the circle without water and food, or is it fake? Stage. Say, oh, this is so good, give me a subscription. Ugh. He gives a little twist here. It's kind of dynamic. An active guy who's controlling his friends. He has like a dwarf friend. There's another guy, sidekicks. He controls it in his house. They wear the same clothes and stuff. They have a team he calls Maverick. And this guy is pretending to be a flat earther. He doesn't know what to say. And then he's gonna break into a fit. There's supposedly some real footage of him getting nervous over the flat earth. It's all staged. Logan supposedly wakes up in the morning and all his globes around the house have been smashed. He bought a bunch
of watching the video.
The house, had his buddy go and smash them, and now he's pretending he was genuine.
No, we're watching that. This dude Rodrigo break it down.
All right, okay.
Then
I'll mute.
now he's supposedly watching surveillance cameras, his friends burning the globes he has all over his place. He's pretending to be shot. Goes around breaking things. Smashes globes. He's a flat earther. Flat earther, same things. Keith Thompson. Of course, Mad Mike. Flat earthers saying we're not crazy in front of the billboard. And his friend, supposedly flat earther. And if by now you thought that the globe smashing was genuine, you're being fooled by some really bad acting. This is a terrible actor. It's not very well done. Now he's going to tell a ridiculous story. They call him a micro-influencer, as if this guy has a lot to say and teach people and influence people, as you would like to follow this guy because he's so successful. He hangs out with Logan Paul. And he tells an absolutely ridiculous story that he lived in Antarctica, and at some point he crossed the restricted area when playing at the edge of the earth. This is the first time he saw the edge. And if you believe his acting here, which is terrible, you're being trolled hardcore. I guess this is the test I was talking about. That people are thinking, oh,
Josh.
Guy's a genuine flat earther. This guy's a genuine flat earther, doesn't know how to articulate his points. And look at the story he's telling here. He's saying he went over the edge and saw the earth floating in space. And then he tells a story of his buddy who went playing too far and fell off the edge. So, you know, here that you're being trolled already. It's already enough within 10 minutes of this, that they're absolutely lying about everything. Everything else is going to come up here as part of this practical joke on the flat earth community. They have this tacky looking, who would like to listen to this guy speak? He has apparently some podcast. He's trying to be some sort of Joe Rogan-ish kind of thing, but it's so tacky. It's just terrible. Here his friend is pretending to have a tantrum, pretending that he really needs to tell him about flat earth information. Look what he does. Comes up to his room. You can see that he's acting all the time. Terrible actor. Managed to convince people in the conference now. So here you can really tell something is wrong. So he pushes the bookcase and reveals The AE projection map, which you cannot really explain, you can only make a point about it, a plane route, which would be a basic point people would make. He has a photograph of Robbie Davidson, the organizer of the conference, supposedly the leader, talks about his book, Scientism Exposed. Says that he's a huge fan. He talks about his inflated ball. The whole thing is absolutely ridiculous. And he talks about this human-sized penguin. It's kind of a joke, supposed to be really funny. Then he quotes the Bible. So he's just taking a piss on Christian flat earthers in general, who have been called biblical literalists because they insist that the Word of God is what's written in the Bible, and tend to say that it is the inspired Word of God to men, but that these men are very special and that they are able to have direct connection with God and write the words of God. Nobody else can. There's no way of verifying this. We know that these texts have been translated over and over. They derive from other texts. And there's a whole study of comparing all this literature from the past. Well, this guy is not doing anything. He's quoting from the Bible as if he makes a point to make fun of people who do that, supposedly. But he's so inarticulate, he's not able to pull it off as a good deception. So by knowing so little about the questions regarding flat Earth, they do such a terrible job that you can unmask this guy already really early on. And the rest of it's just on this mockery style. He puts an inflated ball with a car on top and drives it off the edge. Puts a radio controlled car inside and drives it around. And then Logan Paul does this really smart face here. And there he goes and talks to children. They'll tell him if it's ground. As a little kid, this is on its flat, gets nervous. It's supposed to be a huge part of the documentary. Blah, blah, blah. Goes to the conference. This guy has a leveler on the plane, saying, oh, it's level, therefore it's flat. Saying, no, it's not. Trying to pretend he's flat Earth point. He's claiming that he's a huge fan of Robbie Davidson, which is fan making fun of Robbie Davidson. He's going to pretend that he's starstruck when he sees Robbie Davidson coming in. Robbie comes and greets them. Let's hear. How are you? Nice to meet you. What's my brother? Nice to meet you. Dude, I like your mind, man. I'm ready. I want my one. All our guys, everyone, and they're going to like the back. So they're pretending he's a big fan of Robert Davidson, but they're taking this, making fun of him. And they're like, wow, he's falling for this. And Robert Davidson, of course, accepted everything to the full. Because Robbie Davidson assumed this guy was being sincere. There have been discussions for a while on his sincerity, he's a really truth seeker. And really, look at the guy's past. It's absolutely nothing to suggest this guy can do research at any level whatsoever. What you see really suggests that he is up to no good. And this is what he proved here. Let's not waste too much time on this. He's just basically taking for granted these photographs as real. He's absolutely unable to deconstruct anything. So he doesn't do any research or anything. He's basically a practical joker. And not very at it. But we see with many channels that produce content that might be valuable, we're not getting any subscribers. This guy has 18 million subscribers. It can only mean one thing, that he's working for the system and doing things that are absolutely meaningless and a total waste of time, which is a trend we see with channels that have a lot of views and a lot of subscribers. There are no flat Earth channels that have that many followers at all. The absolute maximum we're going to see with people who are on board with flat Earth would be like SGT Report, for instance, that has 500,000 subscribers. That seems to be an upper limit. And the fact that this guy has 18 million subscribers, in contrast with the largest flat Earth channels, generates this star feed. This guy has the power to reach so many people and then allow him to do anything. Like, he's acting out his flat earth character here very badly. He has a shirt saying Flat Earth Society that they made beforehand to bring in and make fun of people. Flat Earth Society, of course, is being repudiated by most people in the space skeptical and flat earth community. And he's saying, look, there's a ball. Oh, it must be real. Okay. If this guy appeals to you and you're over 12 years old, now even if you're 12 years old and this guy appeals to you, we should do some serious soul searching. Inside the convention, here's the introduction. Harley Davidson comes in. This guy pretends he's a big fan of Hummer, making fun of him, of course. Now he's acting out his open-mindedness, pretending he cares.
Yo, so Kenny, I appreciate that he broke this down, but this is like simple stuff. We all know this, you know, like he just keeps like going around in circles right now.
Well, that's what PhDs do, man. They fucking cover everything over and over and over until, you know.
Yeah.
That's, you know.
Although I would like to reach out to him and talk to him though.
Well, he wants to start some hangouts or something. At least he mentioned that. So, yeah, boy, he can ramble on, no question. That's his style. That's what he does, man. He goes into extreme depths. He breaks it down to a degree of, you know, it almost becomes ridiculous. But, you know, he did the same thing for Behind the Curve. But he spent 3.5, 4 hours breaking that one down. So it can... his language is, you know, it's spot on. He's very obviously very articulate and knowledgeable. But I'm glad to have him on our side, and you know, I want to make sure that we keep utilizing his contributions, man. And they're really spot on, especially for somebody who's just kind of coming into this. You know, to listen to a guy who has a fucking PhD, they say, oh, you don't have any, you know, doctors or anybody on flat earth. I'm like, fuck you. Yeah, we do. There's one. So we got some serious professionals coming at this. You know, we do have a lot of them out there, but they're not getting the recognition sometimes that they deserve. And you know, we got guys, what's that, the guy that has a degree in spectrometry or something, I forget his name.
Spectrometry.
One of those I don't know, it's something, he was doing some light measurements across 9 miles of water or something. He doesn't say anything in his videos. He just puts the videos out. There's no audio. He does all of his explanation on paper. Shows you different things that are impossible on a spinning globe. Anyway, I forget his name. He's out there.
Oh yeah.
So we got a few doctors in the house, and yeah, it's great to have those guys on our team, man. And when you have, you know, PhDs that have 1,000 subs, and then you got this fucking goofball with 18 million. You know, it becomes an unfair fight, and that kind of what pissed me off the other day when I watched 10 minutes of that stupid fucking movie. Is that I mean, I
What's
just
he
saw
talking
how
about not
unfair
being
the
able
fight
to
is.
live stream though? Because, dude, this channel has
Yeah, I'm not sure about that. I know.
like
Well,
this channel has
he's done
far
a
from
lot.
1,000 subs, Kenny.
I've been on his live streams. I don't know what he was talking about. Maybe it might be different in his country. I don't. Maybe there's some other rule or something. I doubt it, but not sure. I'm sure it'll come up in the comments there at some point. But yeah, fascinating nonetheless. All right. Oh boy. All right. I'll be back. I got somebody at my house here. Oh boy. Okay.
All right, man. See you later. All right, everyone. I need to hop in the shower for a minute. I am going to go ahead and leave you guys with something playing. How about that? Let's see.
Yeah. Oh, is this going on? Oh, I thought since like let's go somewhere. Awesome. It's actually a dude reading a letter from an industrial valve expert about thinking whether or not the ISS is full. What's the ISS? The International Space Station. Oh, so whether or not it's real? Yeah, because he works in the industrial valve, like, thingy. Well, he works with industrial valves, okay? And evidently it's a small kind of area to work in. There's only like a half a dozen companies that deal with industrial strength stuff like this. It's just a valve, right? Yeah, it's a valve, a seal, different seals, right? Like the open or closed. That's what it's like the main hatch leading into the ISS, right? You would think that that would be one important seal, because if that goes, you go. Yeah. So what is the conspiracy here? Why is it? Well, it's not even a conspiracy. Because he works in the business, he's asking questions about it. Like, what materials are they using? Strong valve. Not just that. Not even just the valve. What's the thing made out of? Like the ISS, what's it made out of, dude? Because when you look up what is it made out of, it tells you steel, aluminum alloy, and Kevlar. Okay? When you look up all of those materials and find out what their melting point is, and then go back and check out where the ISS ends out at in the thermosphere. And look up how hot it gets in the thermosphere. Like 2,000 degrees Fahrenheit, dude. Yet all these metals, all this material has a melting point below 1,500. So what the hell is holding it together?
what if there are like other materials that like I mean, I know that's competition, but I feel like the ISS has to take all this less stuff.
Well, okay, check this out. Do you think that the ISS, right, would be just as important as like submarines, right?
But we know some. Wait, you say submarines?
Submarines.
But we know submarines do it. Like we've seen.
I know. I'm not saying submarines aren't real. I'm saying that the ISS is like the equivalent of a submarine in space.
Yeah.
Because subs go down underwater for like a month at a time, you know?
Yeah.
Where they are completely self-reliant. They don't have to deal with anybody else. If there was a nuclear attack, they could sit out in the coast, in the ocean, underwater, and they'd be just fine. ISS is the same way. And they're both very hostile territories, right?
Yeah.
I mean, you step outside of a sub and you drown or crushed because of the weight of the water pressure. Or if you step outside the ISS, you're not going to last very long, right?
Yeah. But then, like, I mean, honestly, this is kind of a conspiracy theory that, like, should
why shouldn't it be people? Okay, so we should tire relations on the eye. So you're comfortable living in what? Yeah. Okay, check this out. If you had long hair, right? Like let's say, I don't want to say let's say you were a woman, but I'm just saying let's say you had long hair, right? Like a girl does, and you were in zero gravity. What would your hair look like? Like you were in a pool, right? Free flowing, right? Should it look like you're the bride of Frankenstein, bro? You know what I'm talking about when I say bride of Frankenstein? Right? Yeah. Should it look like you stuck your finger in an electrical socket? No. Yes, it should be more wavy. Right?
It's electrical socket.
Your hair's gonna go boom like a fro. Right? Go home, look up ISS hairspray. And then look at those women on the ISS. And then tell me the ISS is real. Because, yeah. No, not different hair texture. I'm talking a bunch of different women with the same thing going on with their hair, and none of it is natural. None of it looks natural. That's why that Peggy chick that's up there that just came back, that's why she ended up having her hair cut short. And so they wouldn't have to deal with crap like that.
What if the ISS is supposed to
Just kind of waves. No. Watch the video, bro. Not just the pictures, because like a picture can be taken at any angle and make it look any way, you know. Watch the video though. When you watch her turn her head and stuff like this, and you watch her hair going, yeah, you'll start laughing.
So like, what's gonna happen? We'll like take this and say and ask the government why. Like, is this true? Like shape it into it. Like,
oh, first off, NASA's gonna get that $50 million a day cut out from underneath them.
And do you agree with that?
No, I don't like that. you look up the 1990 Galileo footage,
Should you think that a lot of things that's
they're fake. They admit that they're fake. That's the weird thing.
a lot of things. Yeah, I read about that. I mean, it was actually we had to go in high school and
if you count like maximum time,
but there's so much that we don't know.
But if it's based on lies, why?
But how do you know the how? No, like, well, like, I personally, from experience, know that you don't know that much about space, right? So, like, how can you say that when so many of the stuff that they have done is false? And how could you say that not all of it's false?
it's like you do that, and then you do a good tax down, and then what?
No, we know.
Well, let me ask you this: why do you think that the sun is at the center of the universe? Or, I mean, our universe. Why do you think it's at the center of the solar system? Okay, check this out. Where is Venus located in the solar system? The sun, Mercury, Venus, and the Earth, right? So Venus is in between us and Earth, right? I mean us, then the sun. But you can go out like right now, 9 o'clock at night. If you knew where Venus was, you can see Venus in the sky, and it's night. But you should only be able to see it during the day because it's between us and the sun.
That's ignoring like that we're not exactly parallel, and like all of it is not exactly. You know, looking at
well, but well, no. You're completely misunderstanding, bro. You've got the wrong thing in your head. Check this out. It's nighttime for us, right? When we're facing away from the sun, right? So that means that you can see night.
Yeah, I get what you're saying. Because like we're facing the other way from Venus, so why should we?
Yeah, right now we're facing towards Mars. Why can we see things that are on the others that should be between us and the sun at night? So it happens. Still doesn't work.
I hate to take the picture of like sun and then goes water. When Venus is in between the sun, it goes like you see the sun, right? And for example, we know that the next one, right? But Venus, but we're not on the same order of accent. Yours was correct. Yours was we will go both of them at the same time. Venus is going like this, but Earth could be on this side, on Venus side. Right? So like if Venus was
yeah, and you would still have to be looking past the sun to see Venus.
No, as in like
right?
But then you're like after the we're spinning too. So like
but either way you'd have to be looking past the sun.
What about this?
If Venus is here, sun's here, and we're here, you have to look past the sun.
Let's say right here.
Okay.
Right here. And then we turn away from the sun.
No, wait. If the sun's here,
yes,
then that means here is nighttime.
Yeah, so we're facing that way.
So if we're facing this way, how are you seeing something over here on this side of the you suffer from something called cognitive dissonance.
Cognitive dissonance.
It's where you've been taught something your whole life and you believe it so strongly that even when presented solid evidence against it, you'll believe and fight for it.
Right.
Yeah, dude, this is all against the stuff that they're teaching us. But you know what? Don't listen to anything I say. Check it out yourself. That's right. Because people tell me I'm crazy because I tell them that the world might be flat. You laugh, but check this out.
Which way?
the Earth is 70% water, right?
Right.
Water always finds its level in a bottle, right?
Yeah.
Even if I turn it this way, it's always flat.
Right.
Right?
Yeah.
So water is always flat. Now check this out. We've been told that the Earth is 70% water, right?
Right.
It seems like a pretty flat ball to me. Can you have a ball that is 70% flat?
No.
Thank you.
No.
Have you ever been outside at 9 o'clock at night and seen Venus?
No, not that I know of.
Astronomers go out and look with their telescopes to find Venus and stuff like that, right? At night. It's supposed to be like the brightest light in the sky.
Right.
Besides the moon at night.
Okay.
Now, the way the solar system is set up, it's set up that it's the sun, and then Mercury is the first planet, right? And then what's the second planet?
I don't know.
Venus.
Okay.
And then Earth. Earth is the third rock from the sun.
Third rock from the sun to show.
Okay. It's fair. On
the line.
But yeah, so Venus is in between Earth and the sun, right?
Right.
But Venus is out at night. Now, what makes it night? The fact that we're pointing away from the sun, right?
Right.
So technically, don't you have to be looking at or towards the sun to be able to see Venus?
Yes.
How can we see it at 9, 10 o'clock at night?
I don't know.
Because it's flat.
That's right. All the way to the end, bro. Okay, how do you account for the fact when they go into space and they look down and they see a ball?
You think you've seen pictures of Earth from space?
Yeah.
From NASA.
Right.
Bullshit.
But cut it out.
Go check it out. Photoshop.
No way.
Go home and check out Rob Skiba. Okay. Rob Skiba, Earthrise photo. Okay. Because Rob Skiba went 3 times online, right? With like live, right? Recorded, went in, got the image from NASA's website, pulled it into Photoshop, checked the layers and stuff like that, and pulled up the layers. Now, you remember that 1970, you said you're 50 years old? The 1970s? Remember that picture they showed you of the Earthrise?
Yeah.
Right? Where Earth was like little and they were standing on the moon?
Yeah.
And you were told that was taken by the astronaut, right?
That's what told me.
Yeah, except for when you pull the image into Photoshop and run the layer over it. Why does Earth have a big black box around it?
You fucking lying.
I'm dead serious, bro. And then it gets even worse because NASA, after that came out, someone gets a hold of Rob and they're like, "Hey, Rob, that photo is down. I can't go to NASA and pull that photo up."
No way.
So Rob goes back a couple of days later, finds it, pulls it back into Photoshop, runs the layers again, and the big box is gone. But if you zoom in, you know how it's Photoshop. If you zoom in close enough, you can see the triangles, the pixels. You can still see the black pixels around it. You can see little pyramids.
So check it out. I'm gonna let you know. So what you're saying is that they lied to us about going to the fucking moon?
Yes. Dead serious. Also, they can get that picture so they can make you believe you live on a ball. Because if you live on a ball, there's no need for God.
Oh, why? Explain right quick before we eat.
Things like the Tower of Babel, bro. The Tower of Babel, where were they going?
To heaven. Ain't that when God confused the language?
Yes.
So
where were they going? No, they were, by the globe model, they were going to space, bro.
Oh. Yes. Yes, that's what they were doing.
But they weren't going to space. If this is God's terrarium, the way it's described in Scripture, right? A firmament is a solid barrier, dude, like a dome.
Yes. And the firmament is the heavens. I went to there.
All right. The heavens are above the firmament. Man.
Right.
Okay.
Yes. That's what it's.
They were literally going to build a tower to the firmament, break through the firmament,
and attack God in heaven was their plan. Wow. Dude, it's insane. If they were really trying to get to heaven, why would they build the tower in the plains of Shinar? I don't know. If you were trying to get to the highest point you could, why would you build it on top of a mountain or something? They needed the plains of Shinar because they needed a big enough space, because that base would have had to be miles, bro.
And I never understood the firmament is just our atmosphere.
No.
No?
It's a solid expanse.
Okay.
In Hebrew, it's called rakia. Right. That's solid. That's where we get the word rock from, dude.
Rock from. You gave me too much, bro.
Dude, I'm telling you. Like I said, don't believe me. Go home. Check it out. You want to check out something really cool? Look up ISS hairspray.
ISS hairspray?
Yes.
What's that?
Okay. If you have long hair, and actually this wouldn't work for a black woman because your hair's stiffer.
Exactly.
But a white girl, if they have long hair in space,
right?
Zero gravity, what's their hair supposed to look like? Like they're in a pool.
Exactly. Yeah.
Should it look like they're the Bride of Frankenstein, like they stuck their finger in an electric socket?
It should be like a pool.
Look up ISS hairspray, bro. You'll get a good laugh. Their hair looks straight up permed. I swear to God, dude. It's permed.
Yeah.
When they move their head, they look like a microphone.
Instead of like in water.
Instead of like moving their head and it's flowing with them. Like they should constantly be having to wipe it out of their face.
Yeah, because it should be like water. It's like a helmet. What you say?
Or if they do hairspray so it doesn't get in their face, why would you hairspray it straight up? All right, man. Have a good. You too, bro. Right now, we're looking at the sun and the moon, right? What's the sky over Africa right now? On the other side of the world?
The world. The sun and the moon. Isn't it? And you talk about the money that takes us to the earth, and surrounding England. California law, right now, right. So, I mean, that's right. It's also myself. We are. I can tell you, they fought a break for America than most Americans. Thank you.